Yeah.
We're talking again.
Thanks again for coming on.
Dude,
Talking again.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't consider myself a podcaster. I just consider myself like a dad and, just trying to figure shit out.
A good guest.
And hopefully I bring a couple stories and
Yeah.
we'll shoot the shit for a bit. And hopefully your fans like it. I'm not as pretty as some of the other fans you've had on there, but
Yeah, some of those guys are pretty sexy looking.
yeah,
But, they're gifted.
they're gifted.
Yeah. But anyways.
Fucking A,
We'll
we're here. We're here.
We'll go.
When are you going to start talking again?
What's up, everybody? This is Fidel Talking Again podcast. We're here on another edition of the show. And my guest today is Daniel Bolton, also known as Punk Bug.
Punk Bug 66. Yep.
Yeah. Wait, Punk Bug is not what they called you like at school or anything. That was
No.
just your handle,
So
Instagram handle.
That was
That's
my Instagram handle, and I came up with that handle because back in the day we used to play Punch Bug.
Yeah.
So you see a fucking old school beetle,
buggy?
and you fucking punch your homie. You
Yeah.
know, like that's what it was, or Slug Bug.
Yeah.
And so when I was coming up with a handle, I was like, okay, what's the closest? Punch Bug, and I was like, fuck, I've always been into punk music.
Yeah.
So Punk Bug, and it just kind of stuck. I thought it was cheesy and kind of goofy, but that's what everybody knows me as.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, it's funny because you say everybody knows you as, right? Where before Instagram, they didn't know you like that.
Yeah,
But-
prior to Instagram,
Right.
everybody knew me as Bolton. In high school, I played sports, and I was known as Bolton.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some chicks, they were like, I didn't even know your first name was Daniel. I thought your first name was Bolton. And it's like, that's my name,
All right, let's just go ahead and say this. How many jokes did you get of the Michael Bolton jokes?
Oh, all the time. I still get it
You
to
still
this
get
day.
it to this day?
Still get it to this day.
What's your dad's name?
Then I fuck with people, be like, oh yeah, that's my uncle. Oh really? Yeah, no, dude, that's my uncle. And I start fucking with them, and then at some point they're like, oh, this guy's fucking with me. So it's like, oh, joke's on you, fuckheads. Like, or wait, can you cuss on your? Is your PG-13 podcast?
Yeah, no, I'll just hit the that button on YouTube where it's not age appropriate.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's all right.
right.
It's all good. I have it set like that by default.
Okay.
It's the only time when I get my son on here when we don't cuss.
Yeah.
That I click on that button.
All right.
But it still doesn't get a lot of views.
So then I can take off my shirt. And,
we can do all that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the name of that movie where the dudes are dancing? Magic Mike.
Magic Mike.
Magic Mike
I don't know
the
how
show.
you know that movie.
Oh, I know because one of my favorite wrestlers was on that movie. Kevin Nash.
Oh, I don't know who Kevin Nash is.
Big Daddy Cool.
No, I don't.
Diesel.
No.
What?
The Diesel? No.
You weren't into wrestling. Huh?
I was into wrestling. That's the thing.
Okay,
Like Stone
HBK.
Cold.
Remember he had his a bodyguard with him, a muscle.
Yeah.
Big dude, 7 foot tall.
Diesel. Okay.
That was him.
I was more into like
that is
I
him.
guess 90s wrestling. So like
Yeah.
Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, all that good stuff.
Well, he was around that time.
I don't know, it's just drawing a
I
blank.
guarantee you see a picture, you can be like, all right.
What about Mankind? You remember
Oh yeah,
Mankind?
Mick Foley. He was after Kevin Nash, so yeah, for sure you'll remember Kevin Nash.
Okay, I probably have to see a picture.
Diesel.
What about the Hardy Brothers?
The Hardy Brothers were some of my favorite. Yeah,
Dude, right?
Jeff Hardy.
Fucking Jeff Hardy jumping off the
That
top
guy was
rope. That shows
insane,
the
dude.
shit, you know?
Yeah, he was insane.
It shows badass.
I don't blame him for doing all those drugs.
Yeah.
Because it'd be a crazy fuck to do all
Have
that.
you seen The Dark Side of the Ring?
I've seen some of those
Yes.
episodes.
Fuck, dude.
I can't watch them anymore. They're only on Vice?
Vice, yeah. They're on Vice.
Where do I watch Vice?
YouTube. Usually YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. But yeah.
Jimmy Snuka. Did you see that one with Jimmy Snuka?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh,
one.
dude, it's about him murdering his girlfriend.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, dude, did you hear about all that?
No.
All right, so before he passed away, because he had like Alzheimer or dementia or something
Not
like that.
Booker T, right? Am I confused?
No,
Okay.
no. Jimmy Snuka.
Okay.
He would go like this and
fuck.
fly off the roof.
Yeah.
The
I'm thinking the Hardy Brothers or Hardy Boys.
Oh no,
They
we're
used to do
going
that
way
shit.
back to like the
Okay.
80s.
Okay.
Jimmy Snuka. He was Samoan.
No, I see Simone. I think Rakishi.
Oh yeah, so you're stuck. Yeah, I forget you're a lot
Yeah.
younger than me.
Yeah.
How old are you?
You're
like-
32.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, so how old are you?
I'm gonna be 42 in June.
Oh, so we're 10 years apart. There you go.
That's
Yeah,
why.
so
See,
you're-
I'm an 80s wrestler. You're a 90s
90s
wrestler.
wrestler. Yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
My era was better than yours.
Eh.
Isn't that what everybody argues about?
That's what everybody says.
Everybody says the
Yeah.
80s were better, the 90s were better, the 2000s were
Yeah.
better.
I mean, it's all good, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It is what it is.
But anyways, I'm glad you're here, man.
You're looking into my eyes, and
I see a twinkle, dude, and I'm like,
you give me that little.
yeah. I'm just thinking, is this guy Mexican? Is he white? I don't know.
Oh shit! No, I'm half. I'm mixed.
You're mixed.
So my dad's white. My dad's as you would say, agabacho.
Agabacho.
And then
hence the name Bolton.
Yeah, and then my mom's Hispanic, and I grew up in East LA all my life.
Yeah.
So grew up actually not too far from the King Taco on 3rd Street.
Oh shit!
So if you're familiar, after going to all the bars in downtown, usually everybody goes to King Taco.
Up at the King Taco.
So what I used to do is tell my homies, "Hey, let's go to King Taco," and then they'll drive me home, and then I'll just fucking walk home because I wasn't that far away. Nice. So yeah, that was great, dude. This is awesome.
What at what age did you move out of East LA?
24. 24. I moved to Montebello. Yeah.
To Montebello.
Yeah, that's when I got a full-time job, and I was able to make the big bucks, because living in California, shit's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Just like I asked you about that house down the street.
Yeah, dude. Can you believe it? Almost 800,000.
That's ridiculous, dude.
That's crazy.
How many bedrooms is that?
It's 3 on paper. I think 4 they converted one.
Oh, because that's a garage and shit.
Yeah,
it's converted in the back.
it's an add-on that they did.
Okay.
Years ago.
Yeah,
it's nice. I mean, it's a nice house.
Yeah,
they fixed it. They definitely gutted it out because it was old. They never did shit to it. They gutted it out. They beautified it, and it is what it is. But hopefully they sell it.
Hopefully I'll be your neighbor. My wife she was driving me in.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, that's a nice house."
Oh, dude! Right now, there's loans they'll probably just you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the next 3 or 4 years after that.
I don't know if I can afford it, man.
It's crazy, dude.
Expensive.
Everything is expensive, and you can't even go out. It's expensive to eat fast food.
Yeah.
$40 for a family of 3.
Where? Show me where. we just bought Popeyes for dinner last night or this night. It's just expensive, dude. I can't believe how. I mean, I guess I'm getting old to that day, or
where you're saying that shit's expensive.
Yeah, where I'm saying I remember back in my day, the bags of chips were 99 cents, and now they're like $2.49. Yeah, $2.49.
Right?
You believe that shit?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it used to be like
$1,
$2, and when I used to get chips and a soda, right, 20 ounce Coke.
Yeah,
it was $1 each. It used to be like CRV less than $2.50.
Yeah. And
now you're paying $5 for that.
You're paying $5.
That's crazy,
right?
But yeah, you're right. We're getting older. Back in my day.
Back in my day.
Because you remember, your grandparents would say a gallon was just a nickel.
Yeah.
And now
sodas were 2 cents. Yeah.
It's
just crazy.
I don't know. But it seems like they're just taking advantage though.
Right.
Like this gas thing.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Did yours go up a lot?
My gas bill?
Yeah.
Also, our utilities are all included,
okay,
so we got lucky. Yeah. But
so they didn't go up your rent or anything like that?
No. We rent from my in-laws, which help us out a lot. And right now, my wife's currently going through nursing school, which she'll be done in June, and we're just trying to make some big moves. So, actually, I sold my Bug. I don't know if I told you.
No.
Yeah, dude. So I had my car
all fixed up.
It was done. Nice. It was done. I had nothing else to do to it. It was completely done. And becoming a family man, you tend to prioritize your family. If you're a true man, you're gonna prioritize your family before you prioritize your own hobbies and what you got going on. So that was just something that I had, and every now and then I'll take the kids for rides, but in the back seat there was no seatbelts. There's only seatbelts in the front, and to take the baby, because I have a son and I have a daughter. Daughter's 9, son's 2. So he's in a car seat, and she'll ride shotgun with me, but I couldn't take my family all in there. I could, but there's no car seat. There's no the safety features. I think at that point I'm just getting older, and I'm starting to realize, oh man, the safety features. You got to. If something does happen, are we gonna be okay? Even though I love classic cars, I'm a big car nerd, but yeah, dude, you got to think about it, and just the way things are getting so expensive now, and about 2018, I tried to buy a condo, and it was just fucking hard, dude. I just kept getting outbid with cash. And I was like, dude, these condos look like converted apartments. What the fuck is this? You know? And it's discouraging. It's discouraging, especially, I was like, fuck, I got a solid job. I got my benefits. I got my retirement. I got all that good stuff. Let me start making big moves, and it's like, fuck, I can't even do it by myself. So,
It's not easy. I was, I would say that I was fortunate enough to start early when I was 25, but I'll be honest with you, I lost my first house.
Yeah.
It was during the housing crash.
So it was 2008.
2008.
So that's when I graduated high school.
Okay.
And just to even fucking get a job, dude, just to get a fucking job at I remember I was applying at the mall, like to work at fucking Hollister, like, I'm white, right?
Oh, yeah. You want to take off your shirt and be like, fucking.
And at the time, right, I had long hair. My hair's curly I get that shit from my mom.
Yeah.
And I grew up playing water polo and swimming. So every summer I used to go down to in East LA. If you guys are familiar,
what's the high school?
Big Bag Garfield, dude.
Oh yeah.
I don't say Big Bag Bulldogs, but yeah, Big Bag Garfield, man.
Garfield,
Yeah,
right.
Garfield. So I did my 4 years at Garfield, and then from there, I ended up going to Rio Hondo College. Mm-hmm. That's where I met some of my best friends, and we're still friends to this day. So, yeah, I grew up swimming and playing water polo and football and just every sport I could play because, if you weren't playing sports or in something, it's easy to get mixed up in the wrong crowd. Super easy, especially growing up, East LA. I'm not saying that it's super rough, but I was always left alone because the guy that lived across the street, who was a big, veterano.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, he's a park kid. He's a park kid, or a sports kid, just let him be sports, don't get him mixed into it with this shit. But you see all this shit all the time. Like,
it's just easier for you to get involved into something like that.
So for me, I knew that I had to keep myself busy. So I would go to the pool every day. Cause summer school, you go to summer school, it's only a couple hours, then you come home. What else is there to do? It's fucking hot. So you go swimming and then you go dick off at the pool, and I was a pool rat. So I used to go to the pool every fucking day, stay there, do all their sports that they had, and then go home. And it was cool. Like, I feel a lot of kids, I guess I'm fortunate enough to experience that. Yeah. But a lot of kids, their parents take them everywhere. And at that time, I'd ride my bike, lock it up with a chain, we go swimming, and then, go home at the end of the day. And as long as you're home by the time the lights come on, you're solid.
Yeah.
So it's crazy nowadays. Like, the generation that's after me, they're, I don't want to say spoon fed, but
we protect them a lot more. Yeah. Like, I'll never let my kid go ride his bike all the way down to grandma's house on his own. You know what I mean? Like, and she only lives like 5 blocks away.
Yeah.
She's not that far, but I just wouldn't, I can't trust anybody out there anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. Like,
so does your boy have a phone?
He does have a cell phone.
He does have a
We
cell phone.
monitor the cell phone.
Yeah.
So we definitely, we're wanting to, have it social media that I know of, but we do monitor it. Yeah. So I know he doesn't have those apps. Or
so no P-Hub account?
No. I don't even know what that is. P-Hub. Oh, like Pornhub, you mean? I just saw this Netflix documentary thing. I saw a trailer for it. I'm like, should I watch this thing? But then I don't want, the suggested.
The algorithm to give you Debbie Does Dallas. That looks super interesting. It's on my
I might just use your Netflix account to watch it. So, but I'll get you.
Yeah, but see, then I use my cousin's Netflix account. So
then we're good. Nobody hurt. Nobody hurt.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of cousins, off topic, but kind of not really. East LA water polo. Yeah. Do you know a cat? I don't know if the ages match, but do you know a cat by the name of Art Felix? Has a brother named Bobby Felix or Felix.
No. Do you play Commerce water polo?
What is that?
Commerce, the city of Commerce.
No, he played in high school.
What high school?
Fuck, dude, he's gonna kill me because he's like not my cousin, but he's my cousin's cousin. But I grew up with him, either Roosevelt or Garfield. I know he's one of those rival schools.
Dude, I don't remember an Alex or Felix. Art?
No.
Yeah, no, it doesn't ring a bell.
I just thought maybe because, it's a small, water polo's so small. Like,
especially in East LA.
Right.
How many people play water polo in East LA?
Yeah, just two. Yeah. You and him.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. Did he go to college and play anywhere?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He's coaching now.
Okay.
He's coaching water polo.
Where's he coach at?
At his school. Either Roosevelt or Garfield.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, Art, make sure you leave us a comment, or Omar, his cousin, but just to see where he's at.
You gotta buy.
Yeah, no, I gotta buy him a beer.
Fuck, man.
That's all right.
That's your cousin. You're supposed to know those things.
He's my cousin's cousin.
Oh, he's your
cousin's
cousin.
But he's like my cousin too, so I should know him.
You guys are Mexican. It's all the same thing, right?
Right. We were just talking about that. Everybody that came to my house was always like, "Es tu primo, es tu tío," Little did I know that my family was fucking coyotes and they're bringing fools over across the border and shit like that.
Your house was a safe house, or
yeah, it was a safe house. It was a meeting place. The pickup.
Yeah.
The pickup spot.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. So grew up in East LA. It was badass, fucking badass. Yeah. I gotta say, I think I made the best of the situation.
Yeah,
and I loved everything about it. If the parking wasn't as bad as it is, I've been trying to move back. Yeah. But my wife's like, nah, fuck that. Parking sucks.
It's a lot. It's expensive as fuck over there now too. I mean, a lot of areas that are gentrified.
Yeah, it's getting up there. But dude, fucking liquor stores on every other corner.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's still East LA.
Yeah, it's still East LA. Yeah. And then taco stands. I love taco stands. That's my shit right there. Yeah. So shout out to Tacos Don Cuco in East LA. Ooh. They're not a sponsor, but feel free to sponsor me because your tortillas de mano están muy bueno. Oh. Yeah, dude. Fucking. If you ever get a chance, they're off of Whittier Boulevard on the backside behind Top Value. It's not Top Value no more. I think I just dated myself, but it's like Top, I don't know, Value Plus or some shit.
Oh, probably Value Plus.
Yeah.
All those Top Values.
Maybe El Super.
Or El Super.
No, because El Super's further down by the Target. This is more,
okay.
I guess, west of the Commerce Center. Yeah. But
we got some good tacos out here in La Puente, too.
Yeah, dude. Tacos are getting expensive. Like I said, back to shit's getting expensive. Yeah. I remember when tacos were fucking 60 cents, 50 cents, $1 now. Like, it's just hard for me to pay $2 for a taco that's, I could eat like 7 of them. Yeah. And, it's hard, dude.
But it's still the cheapest one out there as far as like if you compare it to a McDonald's.
You go to Jack's and you get the 2 tacos for $99.
Oh, come on. You can't compare those tacos to the street tacos. Hey,
but when you have a good buzz going on, those tacos hit the spot.
That is true.
Dude.
We may have to go after this.
Okay.
Because
we'll take the little Tacoma out there.
We'll take that one. You drive.
I'll get an Uber.
I have which is Uber over there. Yeah. But no, we do have a lot of good tacos over here. But yeah, you're right.
You ever been to Rambo's Tacos?
I've been to Rambo's Tacos. Yeah, I like their menudo.
Really?
Their menudo is really good.
Oh. Have you ever tried Mr. Menudo?
No. So, I hear about that. I heard about it on a podcast.
Yeah.
Who talks about it?
No Father, No Problem.
Okay.
Chinook. Shout out to Nishuk.
Shout out. Hey,
Chinook.
Words are hard.
Yeah, there we go. It's these 805s, man. They're kicking in. So, yeah. Chinook, man. He's the one who told me about Mr. Menudo.
Where's that at?
So he has a truck, and I think he has now like a actual location.
Okay.
And the last time I heard where the truck was at Belvedere Park in East LA.
Okay.
And so I guess he now has a location. So Google it and check it out.
Yeah.
And definitely get hooked up. Have you ever had white menudo?
Yes, I've had it. Yeah.
Where'd you have white menudo?
Blanco, right?
Yeah.
From family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, never from an actual restaurant.
Oh. So when I was down in Mazatlan, my family that lives down there, and they were taking us to the fucking best fucking seafood places. Dude, it was the best.
Yeah,
I want to move down there and just live like nice. A king, dude.
Humid as fuck, but it's nice.
It's humid, but you go jump in the water and you're good. I don't know. I love to be by the water and excuse me. Be by the water.
Hey, let it go.
Be by the water and just hang out, dude. And the fucking food out there is just amazing. It was super, super good. Like, I thought eating on the beach, like on this, like wooden, planks with like pretty much just these wooden poles that lift up to like a roof.
Oh, like a talapa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what's that called in English?
There's probably a word for it.
Pergola?
Pergola, yeah.
Pergola?
Pergola or pergola? A pergola.
I think it's pergola. Leave a comment. And let us know.
Leave a comment down below.
Yeah.
So the correct pronunciation of that.
So, going there and like they have the coco fritos, which is like where they fucking have the fresh coconut. Mm-hmm. They literally just cut it open and. Dude, the best part is after you drink all the juice, you fucking eat the
coconut. Yeah.
And whenever I've had coconut here, it's always been like in the bolsa,
Oh yeah.
In the bag with the chile, limon, and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. But the coconut's always hard. Yeah. So the coconut was like soft, like almost like jelly.
Yeah.
And I was like,
well, after all that alcohol sitting in there and everything, it just kind of starts to gel up.
Dude, it was fucking amazing. I was like, this is fucking the best. And to top it off, we're probably 20 feet away from the beach, like from the water. Yeah. And so you're in that environment and the food just tastes so good. So have you ever had tacos gobernador?
I should know this.
Remember when your cousins made it?
Explain to me what a tacos gobernador is.
So tacos de gobernador is pretty much like a shrimp quesadilla taco.
Okay, yeah.
And it's fucking amazing, dude. I mean, anything with cheese is always good, right? Yeah. So we fucking...
Unless you turn 40 and then you're like, oh, fuck, I can't have that anymore.
Then you have your 805s and some cheese and you're just blowing it up.
Dude, forget about it. My wife will kick me out. She'll kick you out. She won't even kick me to the couch, out of the house.
You'll be sleeping in the Tacoma. The reason I bring up your Tacoma, I have a Tacoma.
Oh, okay.
I fucking love it.
It's not mine. I wish it was mine. It was my dad's because I'm using that because my car's out of service.
Oh.
But I'm trying to convince him to let me have it.
Dude, the Tacoma's
I love
sick.
those fucking trucks, dude.
Lasts
what
forever.
Year?
I got a 18, so it's the newer style, the third gen.
They don't make them like this anymore.
No, dude, that's a tank right there.
Yeah, 96.
Thing's nice.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it because I'm a car, like I said, I'm a car nerd.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he even has like some upgraded shocks. I was like, that thing's done up nice.
Yeah,
looks real good. So I thought that was yours. I just assumed.
I wish, I should have just let you think it was mine.
You should have.
That's all right.
I didn't know, but now I know. Yeah. Now I know. So anyway, fucking the tacos gobernador.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. So if you ever get a chance, if you go down to Ordóñez down there in fucking Montebello, across the street from the Montebello golf course, right there off Garfield. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They I want to say they have them there.
Okay.
And they're not too bad there.
What is the name of the place?
Ordóñez.
Ordóñez.
So if you ever go to Ordóñez, you got to it's called a spicy bulldog. And that's where I used to take all my lady friends prior to meeting my wife. Maybe you could cut that out. I'm just kidding.
You know they named this taco after me, the spicy bulldog.
So actually, Chinook had a plate. I don't know if he still has it. Yeah. He has a plate called the Chinook plate.
I heard of a podcast, one of his episodes.
Yeah, and so he has a plate, and sure as shit, when we went not too long ago, I saw it. I was like, oh fuck, that's fucking badass. That's so what a small world. But yeah, like I said, when I moved out, my apartment wasn't too far from Ordóñez, so I used to go to Ordóñez, and I got real cool with the bartenders and stuff, and from there they would make drinks, and one of the drinks was called a spicy bulldog. Mm-hmm. So what it was like the schooner style glass, and it has like all these different types of like vodkas and like mixed drink.
Yeah.
And they put the tahini rim. They put like lemon juice, cucumber, like vodka. It's really fucking good. And then, to top it off, they put a beer in it. So as you're drinking it, you lift up your beer a little bit, and then it just fucking refills it itself. And so, like, after 3 or 4 of those, you have those, and you're just fucking feeling good. Honestly, after 2 of them, you're feeling really good. Yeah. And so those are just amazing. So you go there, they have good food, and they're open 24 hours, and at least I think they still are. But yeah, if you guys go to Ordóñez, definitely check out the Spicy Bulldog and try to get the Chinook plate if it's still available.
I wish I could remember where I eat, but I don't have that kind of. I don't. Yeah. I'm one of those guys where I eat the food. I'm like, that shit was good. Let me take a picture of my empty plate. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I forgot. You know what I mean? Like oh shit. So
maybe because you're just so hungry, you just want to eat it.
I'm so into I get into the food that I don't do that whole. I would be a terrible foodie. You know what I mean? Like I was talking about my friend the hood foodie that was on.
Yeah.
I'd be a terrible one because I would take a picture of an empty plate. But I respect that you remember all that stuff and you can give that information to someone else. Chinook seems like if you want a place to eat, like you go to him, right?
Chinook,
like he knows all those spots.
Yeah, Chinook's yeah, he's pretty knowledgeable about a lot of food spots. Definitely underrated. I wish their podcast would come back. I hope it does come back.
You know what? You had told me like it was because it's cool to say, but like he felt like it was too much like a job.
I think from what I got is it felt too much like a job for them, and that's where I can completely understand and see how doing this every week and constantly coming out with new content can be very like taxing. Mm-hmm. So I completely get that, and
I relate 100%. Because that one of the reasons I had this is a comeback for almost a year. I didn't record for almost a year because for the same reason. Excuse me. I felt like it was a lot of pressure. Like I wanted to get the next podcast out every week. I got to be consistent with it. The numbers aren't right. You start looking at numbers. I'm like, okay, let's just reset this whole thing. It took me a long time because the new job and everything, but I go, let's reset and come back and then not give a fuck, you know?
Yeah.
I always tell my kids and I tell other people, like, you know, who gives a fuck, you know? Like, just whatever.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
And I would say the podcast is No Father, No Problem. Just do it when you can.
Yeah.
Make it a keep it a hobby.
Yeah.
Keep
definitely.
it the hobby that you started, because this is what
it's all about.
it is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not. Yeah, I may have a couple sponsors here and there,
Yeah.
but all it is to pay for this.
Yeah.
You know, that's really what it is. You know, so keep it a hobby. You know,
definitely.
Don't feel like you need to put out an episode every week. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, you guys are tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. But I'm not going to be the guy that's going to be putting out an episode every week now.
Yeah.
I just can't. You know, I'm going to do it when I can, when something comes up.
So when I'm available, right?
When you're available, pretty much. Yeah. So I think that's just what's going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
So
I'm super local, you know.
Yeah.
I'll come on my bike with no seat, and then you can jump on
There
it.
you
and
go.
Well,
you have a tandem one? We could do
tandem. Yeah, there we go. Well, only if I get to wear my Speedo, though.
Okay. Well, I've seen some of the pictures with the
tights.
With the tights.
Yeah, you posted it up and you cropped it. You cropped it.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Like
you can use that at any time you want.
I will, dude. Put it this way: one of the guys at work, he's like, "Hey man, can I get your autograph? Because you know you put it up there and it looks so professional." He's like, "Hey dude, you're big time now," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, I am big time," you know.
Holding your 2 beers.
Holding my 2 beers, dude. That was a birthday bike ride.
I was gonna say, was that Oktoberfest or was that a ride?
No, that was a bike ride, and we so once again, honestly, the whole podcast thing and getting back into cycling honestly had to do with No Father, No Problem. I'll give you a quick history and shit. Yeah. I was into cycling. It got me through like a lot of stuff, you know, and it really helped, you know, with my physical fitness, with just my mental health or whatever. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I started working full time. So set aside the hobbies, and then, you know, at this point, my family started to take off. And then my son was born. So my son was born, 2020. So that was a big year for the pandemic.
Yeah.
And when he was born premature. So my wife had preeclampsia, which is, I guess, where she has a hard time holding the baby. And so she was induced for labor. And I remember I was at work, I was eating my lunch, and she calls me and she's like, "Don't panic, but I'm going into labor." And I'm like, "What the fuck? This is my first child, you know?" Yeah. I couldn't believe it. And I told my boss, because we're all right there eating, you know, we all eat as a group. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Hey, my wife's going into labor. I gotta go." And he's like, "Yeah, go." And luckily I had all the paperwork signed, ready to go for her, for we could do the FMLA, the family bonding time shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so I was like, cool, I have all my shit, my ducks in place. It's just, I thought he was supposed to come in September. He came in August. Mm-hmm. So he's a month before. Yeah. And so he came, and it was weird, dude, because, I mean, this was my first child. So I never understood tears of joy. And I think watching your first child be born and come out, it's the craziest fucking thing ever. Yeah. But it's the badass. It's fucking amazing what the human body can do. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, yeah. And I was crying, and the nurse, because he was premature, he was only 3 pounds 11 ounces. Oh, wow. So he came out and he was just in my palms, and I'm just like, what the fuck? This is super tiny. I remember when my brother was born, he was 12 pounds, 13 ounces, some shit like that. Yeah. He was a big boy. And my dad's like, dude, when he came out, I was going to give him a backpack, a lunch pail, and send him to school. And I'm like, and my brother's always been big. So I guess you could say I'm the runt of the family. Yeah. But my brother's a big boy. He's just a thick boy. And so when my son was born, he was just so small and frail. And I'm like, dude, going through the motions of it all, of soaking it in, watching my wife, at the time she was my fiance, because the whole COVID shit put the wedding on hold, and the pregnancy was still coming. So it's fuck, what do I do? You know? So I'm in there. I kind of wish I had my support system with my, my mom, or maybe her mom, somebody there, because this was all new to me. Mm-hmm. And so the nurse, she's like, "Oh, we're going to take him up to the NICU, which is where they keep the babies, mm-hmm. The premature babies." And so excuse me, we are going up the elevator, and I'm just crying. And she's like, it's okay. And I'm like, I'm just so happy. Like, he's born, he's here. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I made that. Like, and it sucks to know that there's men out there that have kids and just don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
It's sad because these are little pieces of you that are going to live on. And hopefully, you know, my boy hears this podcast and hears all the other ones that I've done. And this is history that will give him maybe a look into my life at this point.
Yeah.
And so we go upstairs, and he's just tiny. So they start perking him with all these things, make sure he's good. And we did a month in the NICU. And it was hard, dude, because they only allowed one parent a day for 4 hours to go in there and visit. And so my wife, you know, she was going through her mental thing with, you know, we just had a baby, but I don't have the baby here with me.
Yeah.
And that was hard in that sense, because she's, you know, we have our daughter, and she's, you know, she's there, but we just, you know, it was a tough thing to kind of get through.
Yeah.
And so going every, I would tell her, you know, go, babe, just go spend time. You need it more than I do. Mm-hmm. I know when he's older, I'll get my time with him.
Yeah.
Which I do. Like, and that's why I'm always posting up pictures of my son mm-hmm. and just all the shit we're doing, because, you know, I have the rest of his life now to do all those things. Yeah. And it's badass because mm-hmm. I've seen him grow from this to all now. He's like a big fucking thick little boy.
He's a big 2-year-old.
And so it's fucking badass. Like all that within the 2 years, you know, and he's now going on 3, like he's developing, his face changes. He gets mm-hmm. chubby. He stretches out. Like it's fucking badass. And so it's just an amazing thing. And when he came home from the NICU, he actually came home on my birthday, which was September 3rd.
Nice, yeah.
And so my wife, I was at work, and she calls me up, and she's like, hey, he's going to come home today. And I was like, fuck yeah, like it's on my birthday. And so we go together to the NICU, and we're up there, and they're like, okay. They tell my wife, go ahead and sit down. We're going to wheel you to the car with the baby. And I'm like, can I get wheeled to the car with the baby? And she's like, she looks at me like, why the fuck do you want to, like, what? I don't want to wheel your fat ass. But I was like, come on, it's my birthday, which it was. Like, And so I got to wheel the baby out to the car, and, you know, I was holding the baby. Yeah. It was fucking cool. So I actually have a picture posted from that day, and I was like, this is the best fucking birthday gift I could get. Right. And so that was awesome. But yeah, dude, since he was a NICU or premature baby, he would get fed every 2 hours. So that meant every couple hours I had to either wake him up, or he'd wake us up and feed him. So at this point, I was just feeding him, I'm holding him, and I'm just scrolling through my Instagram, and I'm looking, all right, and I get this friend request. I noticed this friend request, and it was probably like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's No Father, No Problem podcast. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, all right, so I'm up. Keep in mind, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's up. Everybody's asleep. Yeah. My wife is asleep in bed, and I'm on the rocking chair with him, and I'm holding him. So I was like, what's this podcast about? So I click it, and it takes me to their like Spotify page, or Apple Music. So I go to the Apple Music, and I just start listening to their episodes. And so I was like, fuck, these guys are fucking funny. Like, it's the drunk Theos, you know? Like, now that I'm older, like, I can, you know, understand more of the jokes and get the references. Right. So it's fucking funny. And so they had put out, like, hey, we're going to go bike riding here at the Pico Bear Golf Course. You know, all listeners are welcome. Come out, have a good time. You know, we'll shoot the shit, drink a couple beers, and hang out. So I was like, oh, well, fuck, I'm into cycling, but I haven't rode in years. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what these dudes look like. I don't know if they're novice weekend warriors or if they're, you know, professionals, but I'm going to go out there and fuck it. I'm going to ride with them. So I went out there, and I was like, hey, you know, what's up, guys? And I was like, hey, Chinook. And he's like, yeah. I was like, hey, you know, I'm Pumped Bug on Instagram. I messaged you about bike riding with you guys. He's like, oh, yeah, come. So I was assuming everybody was in spandex and, you know, the proper cycling gear, proper attire. Yeah. And so when they all started getting dressed, You know, I usually wear basketball shorts and then I'll have my jersey over. So I take off my basketball shorts, like, okay, like, let's fucking ride. And they looked at me like, who the fuck is this professional guy?
You're all cycled out.
Yeah, I'm all cycled out because that's if you go play football, you wear football pads. You're not going to wear a Speedo, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm like, I didn't know what to expect. And so I ended up riding with these dudes and it was fucking fun. And one of the reasons why I got out of cycling, because a lot of people I was riding with, it was just taken so seriously. And this is just fun. Like, that's what it's supposed to be. It's never supposed to be about like, oh, this is so serious. You know, we're trying to make, I know I'm not going to the Tour de France. You know, you're asking going to the Tour de France. Let's fucking have fun, you know? Yeah. And so what I liked about this group of guys, it's kind of like the Sandlot guys, you know, like the ragtag kind of like group, and everybody was just out there to have a good time. So that's where I met Chinook, Frankie Blanco, Blancos, Alfred Robles. He would ride, and the crazy thing about him was, you know, I would talk to everybody, and somebody had mentioned that he's a comedian, and so I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I just didn't think nothing of it. I wasn't like, oh, like he's a famous comedian. I didn't realize how popular he was until like I started adding him on social media, and I was like, oh man, this guy's he's really like famous, and I'm bike riding with him, like that's fucking badass. Yeah. Like, and so he was just so like humble and super cool, and like we'd bullshit. And like the fucking funniest thing was when we'd get up, there's this guy. So we'd take the riverbed, meet up at the golf course. We take the riverbed north, and we go up to pretty much the base of the Santa Fe Dam. And there's a guy usually there on the weekends. His name's Chalan. Mm-hmm. And so he has everything from like waters, bananas. He'll make you a torta, work on your bike. Like literally, He's a jack of all trades. Yeah. And so we'd get there. Usually some guys will go buy bananas or hang out or get coconut waters or Gatorade. And we'll sit there bullshit, and these guys are just cracking jokes. And during the time I was riding with them, it was during the pandemic. So the interactions was very limited, you know, with like meeting new people. So it was cool that I was getting in, like hanging out with these guys, because at work we're all super spread out. You know, this just felt like normal. It felt fun, and it was just a getaway. And it didn't, like, for me, it got me back into my, like, you know, getting back into fitness. It got me back into cycling. That was a big thing. And it just got my mind away from work, because at the time the only thing to do was just work. You couldn't really go to the mall or go anywhere else.
Work, school, home.
Yeah, literally that's...
Well, actually, no, not even school, because school's
online. Yeah. So for me, this was like a great escape. So we'd bike ride, and these guys is just, the shit they'd come out with is fucking funny. Like, one guy would tell another one, well, at least my bike's not a salvage titled bike. Like, it's fucking like, what the fuck? Like, it's funny. But it just made it super, super fun. So I just started bike riding with them, and I started meeting other guys like Sergio the Dude. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Oh, the Dude from LA podcast.
The Dude from LA podcast. Yeah, so I met him, and he was super like open and welcoming. Yeah. And he was super like humble, really good dude. And I just started riding with him, and then I hit up Chinook like, hey man, I want to come out on your podcast. I said like jokingly. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, sure, you know, I'll have you on. And so I had asked him, like, hey, man, like, why did you add me on your page? You know, like, what made you add me, Punk Bug? You know, at the time I only had pictures of my car. Yeah. He's like, well, I've always wanted a Volkswagen. And so I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I wanted a bug or a bus or a thing. So I don't know if you ever heard, he ended up going down to Mexico City and buying a VW thing. I don't know if you're familiar with that car. He drove it from Mexico City to West Covina, you know, which is fucking, it's amazing. Like, I think it was like a 77, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And he drove it, and it was an adventure. It was a convertible, and, you know, he weathered all the elements, and it was just that's a badass story. So if you guys ever get a chance, check out their podcast, and it's one of their podcasts, and he'll explain that whole story. But yeah, the thing that he added me was my car. Yeah, at the time. Volkswagen. Yeah. And so, we just pretty much would bullshit about that and bullshit about work. Like, he's, you know, another blue collar guy. Yeah. And, you know, we just talk about, he's a family man too. So we linked up real well. And so it was, to me, that was kind of like my introduction to the podcast world. Yeah. And then from there I started working with Ramos and, you know, doing the songs to save your life. If you guys know, I'm a big fucking music buff. Mm-hmm. Like, everything from punk to right now. The thing I'm into is what would you call it? Like funk, like funk. Like you're talking like Rick James or like One Way.
Yeah. Original funk, not like new modern.
No,
modern
not
there's a new modern day funk too, right?
Which that's actually like you got Mayor Hawthorne. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's really good. But yeah, dude, there's like this whole like revival coming now with like this music of. It sounds old school, like Duran Jones and the Indicators. Sounds old school, but it's all new music that's coming out, like Joey Quiones. Like all that stuff is super. It's making its way into the music front, but little by little, you know. So dude, got back into cycling and started riding and just doing the podcast. I did Ramos's podcast. Shout out to Ranting with Ramos. Gil from the Mind Buzz. I did his podcast and now I'm doing the Tap. So fucking hey, yeah, dude.
Well, the Tap is not much, you can't hang your hat on that one, but
dude, for sure. But this fucking studio,
that's all it is, just a studio. No,
it's badass.
It's all right. It's cool, man. But no, I do appreciate you coming on because
don't be so humble
about it.
Yeah.
Well, when I heard you on, I was like, this guy's got a lot of stories, and I wanted to hear him. And I've heard your stories.
Yeah.
But I don't even feel like asking you about them because we're just having such a good conversation. Like it just. But yes, you've had stories. I said interesting man in the world because you traveled Europe. You did that.
Yeah. Actually, I do want to go back. I want to go back to Manchester, which I'm a big Smiths and Morrissey fan. And there's this album. I think it's an album cover, and it has the Salford's Lads Club, and it's Morrissey and his bandmates, and they're in front of that building, which is still there, and. Fuck, I'd love to take a picture in front of that because, like I said, it's just one of those music little things that, like, fuck, like this is super badass, this is super cool.
Being a family man, will you go take your whole family there, or
I want to take my wife.
Okay.
So I've been trying to convince my wife. I want to go for my 30th.
Yeah.
But the whole pandemic hit.
Right.
So I was like, fuck. And now with the baby here, it's just so hard. But I've even told my wife, like, are you okay? What if I go by myself? And she's like, no, you're gonna die or some shit. And it's like, well.
If I die, I die.
Yeah, if I die, I die. Yeah.
Well, have you guys been away from your kids for a long time?
Yeah, actually, we did Disney World during the end of the pandemic, and I was away from my boy. We took my daughter and we took my godson.
Okay. And
that was Disney World, super badass. So we're Disney aficionados, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah. Do you have that sticker that says AP with the Mickey Mouse head in the middle of it?
Yeah, we had it. We're no longer annual pass members, but yeah, dude, we had annual passes and the COVID shit fucked all that up, and now prices are expensive because I remember back in my day, the prices were way cheaper. Yeah. But yeah, dude.
Did you have the jacket with pins?
No, I'm not that hardcore. Okay. But there was a club. There was like these little like Disney gangs. Did you ever?
I hear about that underground, not underground, but it's like it's exclusive. Club, right?
Yeah, it's a club, and they all wear like the jackets, and they have their patches on the back, and it's cool.
It's crazy. I have a couple cousins that work there.
It is
well, my wife's cousins, but I call my cousins too. So shout out to Cynthia and Adriana. Actually, they used to work. One of them quit.
Oh no shit! Why?
What'd she do? Or quitting.
What'd she do?
She's going to Universal Studios.
Can she sign me in before she quits?
I know, right?
Yeah. Fucking Disney's expensive.
But yeah, Disney, man. They did that as employees. One of them was like, I remember working there overnight.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's gone. The whole park's to themselves. It's lit up exactly the same. She said.
Yeah.
But it's just all to themselves.
Eerie.
It's very eerie.
Yeah.
Very eerie.
That's fucking badass.
But she got used to it.
Yeah.
Like, you hear little noises and you're like, oh shit.
What was cool is we've stood at the Grand Californian, which is the hotel that's
in the downtown area.
Yeah, right? In the downtown area, and we had a
downtown Disney.
We had a room that faced, it's a ride in California Adventure. I'm drawing a blank on it. It looks like the Wolf. It's like a tube ride where you ride in the water and shit.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so our window overlook like that walkway that you see right there, and it's like the big. You could see the big bear wearing like the life jacket with the paddle boat, and it was a trip because we're up late watching TV, hanging out, just trying to enjoy the room, and we're like, "Fuck yeah, we're at Disneyland! Like this is cool." And they were practicing like their parade with nobody there, like, and they were going through the motions of it. So that was real cool to see, like, and then the cleanup crew was out there, and it was super cool. Like that's a cool little.
That's crazy, yeah.
Behind the scenes,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
I always like to see how things work, and see what does it take, because you know Disneyland's always perfect. So what does it take to get perfect?
Well, just think of like the engineers, like talking to an engineer that runs the whole thing, you know, the whole park.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
So, did you know that they release like a smell to keep away mosquitoes? Did you know that?
Wait, at Disney World, right?
At Disney,
Or
I think both parks.
I know Disney World, like they have their own like city out there, right?
Yeah.
And they have all that, like they have from agriculture
Yeah.
to everything.
Yeah,
right.
You're right.
Yeah,
they do, because there's even a ride that it's like a little boat ride that they take you through and they tell you how they
give you a little tour.
Yeah, a little tour of all that bullshit. You know, it's cool. Kids fucking thought I was boring as shit, but it's fun, dude. Definitely, if you get a chance to go to Disney World, do it. If you got the funds.
Love to one day. Try it out.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
It's cool. You could drink around the world. So at Orlando, what is it called? Epcot. And they have where you can go to, like, you go to Mexico, you can go to like Canada, you can go to like Japan, you can go to Australia and try it. They have all these different beers that you can try.
So it's like a huge beer garden.
Yeah, with rides.
Oh, okay.
So with rides and little shops and shit, so you could go into like little Japan and they have like you buy like your fucking Mickey chopsticks and shit. It's cool, man. Like they just have all this shit. So I mean, definitely check it out if you get a chance.
That'd be cool.
Kids dug it. It's just tiring because we went and we did a week out there, and to top it off, we fucking missed our flight going to Orlando, and then we missed our flight from Orlando back to Ontario. Like, dude, we fucked that all up big time. And yeah, it was.
When you were there for a week, were you guys park every single day?
We did all the parks except for the zoo, the Animal Kingdom, which I kind of regret because we ended up going to Universal.
Oh, okay.
Florida. And that was fucking fun too. Like
that's in
Orlando as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like Orlando was kind of like mecca of tourist, what would you say, attractions? Yeah. So that was super cool. We did that and got to see the Harry Potter ride and got to do the E.T. ride, which that was like the oldest ride they had. I guess they used to have it here in California, but you literally almost like ride a bike.
Yeah.
And then you go through the shit, and then E.T. comes out, and then you fucking start flying up in the air.
Touch his finger or whatever.
Yeah. So it's fucking badass. Yeah, dude.
That's really cool.
I don't know what kind of fingers you want to touch. But
Well, just that weird pointy one.
Yeah.
ET's.
Have you seen that toy that they made like in the 80s of like the E.T.? It's just the E.T. finger.
No.
So it looks like a dildo. Like, and it just has the glowing.
They designed it for that, right?
Yeah,
they
dude,
had to.
yeah.
That's these fuckers are crazy back then.
Yeah.
You can't get away with that shit now, even though they still do, right? They still try to get away with stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's more hidden. It's more like you got to read in between the lines.
Yeah. I don't know anything about these oranges. What are the oranges called?
Oranges?
No, they're not oranges. But
Orgies?
No. You know those oranges? They're called something.
Cuties.
Cuties, but they have that Netflix like special or show called
Oranges?
Cuties. It's not oranges. It's just called Cuties. I was trying to throw oranges out there so you could say the word cutie.
Okay, Cuties.
But there's a show on Netflix called Cuties. You hear about that?
No.
I never heard about it either. I still don't know. But I just keep hearing like podcasters that would talk about it. Not just podcasters, but one specific one I used to listen to, a conspiracy theorist guy.
Ramos.
No. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Tinfoil Hat.
Oh, tinfoil hat. Yeah. He has too many ads, dude.
Yeah, he does have a lot of ads.
What irritates me is we'll be talking, and then you're getting into it, and then it's like, hey, if you fucking followed tinfoil hat 15 at this code, it's like, fuck, like you blue balled me.
That's a business. You see,
it's definitely
going
a business.
back to this, like if you keep it as a hobby, it's fun, and I get it. You want to make money off of it. I totally get that part.
Yeah.
But if you keep it as a hobby, just like your cycling, you know, like, hey, those guys were too geeked out on it. And it was all too much of a commitment. Let me just stick to this hobby. And then you found the Chinook group, right? Or I don't know.
Yeah, the No Father.
Did you guys ever have a name for those?
So we started calling ourselves the Mayonesas.
The Mayonesas. That's right. I do remember that.
Yeah.
The Mayonesas.
The Mayonesas.
See, you found the Mayonesas.
Found the Mayonesas. Yep.
Have you guys been writing?
So the Mayonesas have thinned out, and now we have like the Mayonesas 2.0.
Yeah.
We do ride. We ride every Sunday. If you guys ever want to ride with us, feel free to slide into my DMs, as they say.
Oh, hey.
And
no dick pics.
No dick pics,
Or,
but feel free to bring your bike without a seat, and you'll fit in right just fine.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
yeah, we ride. We've been doing about 30 miles a week. Not with all this rain.
Yeah.
But consistently we've been doing 30 miles. So we'll meet up about a block away from the Cerritos Auto Square.
Oh.
And we'll meet up at Liberty Park, and from Liberty Park we'll take it south towards Seal Beach, usually take a break, catch our breath, take a piss, do whatever we got to do, and then from there we'll shoot out to Long Beach, to Chincheck Central.
Chincheck Central. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Yeah, so we'll shoot out there to the lighthouse.
Yeah.
We'll hang out there, eat our granola bars, eat our little gummies and shit, and then shoot back. So
nice.
Actually that photo that I sent you where I have the 2 beers, that was a birthday ride. And so from there, we rode, and there was this place called, what the fuck? Shannon's? Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
It's down there by the lighthouse. There's like a little like village and shit, and there's boats and stuff. Shannon's, O'Connell's, maybe something. It's an Irish pub.
Yeah.
And from there, we all grabbed a couple beers, had our beers, and we ended up riding back to our spot. But dude, on the way back, because I had an omelet, I had 2 beers, and I was fucking full. Like I just felt like when you're pedaling, you know, after like you work after lunch, right?
You feel sluggish.
You feel sluggish, and you're trying to fucking just get into work, and it's like, dude, I ate too much, and the beers, relaxed me, and so riding back, my fucking legs started to cramp up, and I'm like, you're pedaling, and then it's like, fuck, but you're just trying to get back, trying to survive at that moment, and you're trying to drink a bunch of water, but it's already too late because you're already cramping. So yeah, good times.
The only cycling I've done, dude, was most recently was the taco tour in the Ciudad de Mexico.
Really?
Yeah. We did a taco tour, and we just rode our bikes. I don't know how long it was. We were riding for a long time, but we hit like 5 taco stands.
Oh shit! So they actually have a ride called the Tour de Taco in Azusa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Stan's bike shop.
Yeah.
They haven't done it because of COVID last year. I don't know why they didn't do it last year because everything started opening back up. But we've done it the 2 years past that they've had it, and every time, that's how I found out about Tacos Don Cuco, because they had us ride to Encanto Park, which is in Duarte. Yeah. And they had their Tacos Don Cuco had their set up like right there in the parking lot, and everybody rode in and everybody grabbed tacos. But see, the thing, if you go to do the tour of the taco with me, you have to have a taco at each spot. So it's cool because you go, you eat. You have one taco, even though you want to have like 5 or 6, right?
Yes.
So you just got to make sure you have one. But those fucking tacos were so good, I had to have 2. So I had 2, and then from there we went to another taco spot, and then we even went to this Italian restaurant, and they made like a lasagna taco. Oh shit! And it sounds gross, like lasagna taco. What the fuck? But it was actually really fucking good. Really? And but I think that place is no longer open because they had it. It's right there off of in Azusa where it goes up north, where next to like the CVS, and they that's where they did that taco. But it was cool because we rode to each different taco spot and got to try like a Tex-Mex style taco. Yeah. To try the lasagna taco. Like it was really cool. And yeah. And so they even had like a fish one that we went to. We even went to I think it's called Castaneda's tacos.
Castaneda's.
Yeah, that was up there by
in Azusa.
I think that's Azusa. By the drive-in theater.
Oh yeah, that's Azusa. Yeah.
So we went there, and that was surprisingly really good. And what's cool is every little spot they do raffles and giveaways, and then at the end they raffle off like 5 bikes. Oh yeah. So that was fucking cool. And the cool thing is everybody's there to have a good time, hang out, and yeah, so that's what
A
we
lot of
do.
people show up.
A lot of people showed up, and
All right.
towards the end of the ride, it
Yeah.
starts to die out, which
That happens.
to be expected because
Yeah.
you're riding out there
Oh,
at
dude,
midnight.
sign me up for the next one.
Okay.
I'm definitely down.
All right.
I'll get a bike. I have a cruiser, but I don't know if the cruiser will last.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
sure it
last.
will.
Yeah,
You guys stop a lot, right?
Yeah, we're not.
No
Probably,
one's speeding.
probably we probably do about maybe 7 miles.
Oh, okay.
So it's super easy.
Sounds like a lot to me, but it's probably
Nah, dude.
easy,
I'm telling you, you should come out with us on Sunday.
I don't know. I can't commit to that. I have a cheap little bike, bro. It's a cruiser.
Dude, it's fun, man.
You guys are all gonna make fun of my bike.
Nah, dude. It's all about having fun. Like I said, it's all
Yeah.
about having
Yeah.
fun, having a good time.
I would definitely would love
and,
to.
and
yeah.
we don't leave anybody behind. We go out there and just have a good time.
Yeah.
And pretty much, I'm the youngest dude there. Everybody's there, pushing early 50s, and everybody all meshes well.
Yeah.
So we have a solid group now, and just glad to have a group that goes out there and wants to ride. So
No,
yeah, even the dude from LA rides
Yeah.
with us. So
Sergio?
yeah, he gets out there every now and then.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's great. So I was talking to him, and we got to convince his partner Jeeves to learn how to ride a bike. So I told him, I was like, "Hey, dude, I got an extra bike. Like, let's get him out there.
You gotta teach him.
You gotta teach.
Hold the
Jeeves.
seat
Yeah.
and walk him through it.
Well, first we got to lube him up because I like to ride without seats. So
Yeah, right. Yeah.
so you got to lube him up, and then we'll get him squared away.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's
That's
fun.
cool.
It's a good
I would,
time.
I would. You know what? I would. I'll take you up on that one day.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out there. One of those days that my son's not playing baseball because Sundays are baseball for us.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I know your boy plays baseball.
Yeah.
How do you feel about everybody getting a trophy?
I don't like it.
I
I don't like it. We get second place a lot, and I shouldn't say a lot, but
Yeah.
it seems like we've been like the kids are they kick ass, and then once they get to the ship, they I don't know, they fold.
Yeah.
It's too much pressure. I'm not sure. We got they got to work on that, I
think
guess,
that's
but we keep getting second place,
Yeah.
and these kids know it, and they get the medals or sometimes it's a second place ring, and they just
participation.
get it and they just kind of tuck it away, and,
Yeah.
give it to their little brothers or
Yeah.
whatever. Like my kid has a medal and he just goes, "Oh, here, Diego, I got you something."
Yeah.
Right away. I don't think. I mean, I guess I taught him that from the point where, excuse me, I just tell him like, "Hey man, second place sucks." Like you don't want to be second place.
Yeah, you're the first loser.
Yes. So you always want to go to win.
Yeah.
If you're gonna play, you go to win. Obviously, you have fun, but that was little league shit,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
when
yeah.
you're travel ball now,
Yeah.
So you guys gotta win. So
Yeah.
win. And the kid's going through
The major
slump
leagues.
right now. Yeah, the major leagues. Yeah. Again, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
He's going through a slump right now, like a hitting slump.
Yeah.
His pitching is good. He's doing really good pitching, but he's going through a hitting slump, and he's all butthurt about it. So now I got to change his mentality of the whole team. It's not just about you. You could pick him up somewhere else with your defense. Like it is what it is. But as far as that, second place participation trophies, never liked them.
Yeah.
I didn't like them when I was a kid growing up, and I'm teaching my kids to not like them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
100%.
because you play to have fun.
Yeah.
Of course, but you do want to win.
Yeah.
You
gotta
want
play
to win. And
Yeah.
if you don't win, it should hurt you. You should be crying. You should be upset about it,
Yeah.
But it's not about now. It's what you can do for the next time,
Exactly.
Because there's always a next one. I always say next play. There's going to be next game, whatever. There's always a next. So what are you doing to improve yourself for the next game?
Yeah.
And that's what we're kind of trying to teach them right now.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How do you feel about all the kids wearing number 1? Because every kid's number 1.
I haven't
haven't
noticed.
seen
I don't
that?
think we have one kid that wears number 1.
Oh.
A lot of them wear 23, 24. Michael Jordan,
Is it
Kobe
Jordan?
Bryant. Baseball and basketball.
So
whatever.
I just heard this thing about Kobe. The reason why he went 24 is because he wanted to be one up than Jordan. Did you know that?
It was always that.
Yeah.
It was always one up than Jordan. His championships, he always wanted to win one more.
Yeah.
And he never got the chance to because then he won 5.
Do you think if Kobe would have if Kobe is still alive, do you think Kobe would have came out of retirement and tried to play some more, or do you think Kobe was?
I think when he said he was done, I think he was done.
Yeah.
I think he was done. I think the question would be more of if him and Shaq could have figured out a way to keep that team together, because you got to remember they were still good, but they folded.
Yeah.
Injuries or not, but they folded. When they brought the Karl Malone and the glove, Gary Payne.
Mm-hmm.
They made it. They were as far as chemistry, they were a terrible team together. But the talent was there, and they made it all the way. But they lost to the Detroit Pistons that were just defensive juggernaut, right?
Yeah.
If Shaq and Kobe were able to work it out, because that's when they were beefing.
Yeah.
I think they could have won 2 more easily.
Yeah.
2 more championships. That would have been the 3, 4, 5, and then 2 more with Paul Gasol.
Yeah.
That's one up, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's where he went wrong. Is that?
So did you ever own any of the Kobe Adidas shoes?
Not the Adidas. No.
Not the Adidas?
No.
Yeah, see when Kobe
my only Kobe pair was after he retired.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got the Adidas, the ones that look like fucking space shoes. I remember when it first came out, I got the matte black and the laces were like tucked away. Like those shits were badass. You know, I felt all fucking.
You still have them?
No, dude, they don't. I probably gave them away. At that point, like they're all creased up. Yeah. So I played basketball in them, and yeah, they're done. Yeah. You know. Yeah, I thought I was the shit walking into fucking middle school right there. Yeah. My Adidas Kobe's on. I thought I was gonna get fucking jumped and they take my shoes and I come home without.
Maybe that's
shoes.
why my mom never bought us those kind of shoes. She was afraid of us getting jumped here in Covina.
Yeah,
but
Covina's nice, dude.
Covina is nice. It is nice.
So did you go to West Covina High School?
I went to Covina High School.
Oh, okay.
I live in West Covina now, but I grew up Covina and I went to Covina High School.
Nice.
1999.
Ooh. Yeah. So did you play sports growing up?
I played sports, but not in high school.
Okay.
I played freshman football, but I was not good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anything about plays, reading plays.
Yeah.
I knew that when you handed me the ball, I could run through. I was a soccer player. I grew up as a soccer player.
So you bent it like Beckham.
So I bent it like Beckham sometimes. Yeah. But I know I could run through. I could run routes because I was fast and my legs were strong. But
you're like a Bo Jackson,
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
But, without I guess from the waist down. But a lot of football was politics.
Yeah.
So you couldn't just be a running back.
So why don't you be a kicker? You played soccer.
I should have. Like a fucking idiot. I wanted to be a running back in my pride.
Yeah.
I was like, if I'm not a running back, I ain't playing football. They put me as a lineman.
So did you have the weight? Did you have the height? Like
I was a heavy kid. You're
solid,
I was a heavy. I was always been a heavy kid.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I was heavy and I could run fast.
Yeah.
And I had strong legs. I figured that's a perfect running back. But again, politics, right? So I wasn't able to do that. And then plus my grades weren't the best. Yeah. So I let my GPA go down and I couldn't play. And so that was freshman football. Fuck that. I played soccer throughout. Until I was 35.
So who's your soccer team?
I don't really follow it as much anymore. Now I watch Galaxy. Before MLS was like the Mexican League. Yeah. America. I'm a big time America fan. So F all you guys from Guadalajara that like the Chivas. That's including my wife.
Yeah.
Not F her like that, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We're a house divided.
Yeah.
I'm an America fan. Galaxy, and then I don't do any of the Euro soccer stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't follow that.
Yeah, because I feel like European soccer, it's more like you got the taller, lankier white boys, so it's a lot of like high playing.
Yeah, it's a lot of finesse, a lot of touch and go.
Yeah. I don't know shit about soccer. I've never played. I played water polo, which is like soccer in the water.
It's got a similarities, I guess. Yeah. But way different.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 100%.
I grew up as a soccer player. Yeah. And I wish my kids took on that, and they none of them wanted to play.
So what made him draw to baseball?
It just started playing it. Like we let him try all the sports. That was one thing that my mom did for me. She let me try every sport, and I didn't like any of them. Like I tried organized basketball, didn't like it. Football, I already told you about that. Mm-hmm. Baseball, so stupid. Baseball was fun. I loved playing it. I didn't want to wear the pants. They're too tight. I had a big ass, I had big legs. I was a soccer player, big ass, big legs.
Yeah, but chicks like that shit.
Yeah, but I was, I was a sports guy. I was a nerd, a sports nerd. I wasn't into chicks like that. Like I was into chicks, but not like that. Like I don't know. I mean,
that doesn't make sense, man. I was into chicks, but
but like
chicks with dicks.
I would always be like sports before that.
Yeah,
I was always like,
yeah, but sports always got you the chicks.
I don't know. To me that wasn't like I wasn't gonna play baseball and wear those dorky pants.
Yeah, but
to play baseball. That was just something. Again, I started off by a stupid mistake.
Yeah.
I wish I would have played baseball, but I didn't. So I decided to play soccer and wear short shorts.
Yeah.
Stupid. Another stupid idea, right? But whatever. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, organized sports.
Organized sports.
Everything I didn't like any of it, but soccer. Soccer was my favorite. That's the one I grew up with, and that's the one I fell in love with. And then I tried teaching my kid to play soccer, and that was our first one, and he just didn't like it. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I gotta let him try other things.
So did you try to like relive your youth by having him play soccer?
Oh, dude, I had it planned. I was gonna be the coach. It was the whole thing was all planned out. Fuck, I was like, I'm willing to have 11 kids just to build a team. You know what I mean? It didn't happen because he didn't like it.
Yeah.
And
so you wanted 11 kids with your wife, or you were going to take on 11 kids?
I wasn't taking on it. No, 11 kids with my wife. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, or it's all guys' dream, right?
Or put them together with throwing a couple other girls.
You got enough cousins, right?
Joking. Yeah. But no, he didn't like it. He didn't like it. He didn't like the basketball. Like now, as he's older, he's a teenager. He's starting to pick up on it. But baseball has always been his thing. Like that was it. And I was like, fuck it. If he likes it, then I got to learn baseball now, you know? And I really, really learned it. So I had to I was coaching and I had to learn YouTube. So for you guys out there that are learning right now, first time fathers and everything, your kid wants to play baseball or any sport, just go to YouTube.
Yeah.
You can learn all that shit on YouTube.
Learn everything off YouTube.
And then ask around and be humble and take advice from other coaches. I learned so much from every coach that I've coached with, and I've been manager of a team, where I'm the guy, but I was able to select the right coaches around me, the fathers that were like, hey, you know baseball? Do you know baseball? You look like you know baseball.
Yeah.
Why don't you come in here? Like, you don't got to do much. Just if you can make it here, but I just want to pick your brain. Yeah. And that's what I did, and I learned from them. So I was able to, help my kid out. Eventually, we won a championship at our league, and that was awesome. It was great, right? But at some point, when you don't know the sport, you didn't grow up playing it, you gotta just give it away. You can't, you can't teach a kid how to think like a baseball player because you were never that. Like you learn the fundamentals, but you can't teach them all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So travel ball, that's when I had to go, all right, I got to hand it over to someone else.
Yeah.
And now he's learning from ex-players, minor leagues, all that. He's getting his pitching training, his hitting training, and we're doing it that way. So.
That's cool. Let's take a quick break.
Yes, I was going to say that. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to another episode of On the Tap with Fidel and Bolton.
That sounds good. Fidel and Bolton.
Fidel and Bolton. Or should I go by Punk Bug? I don't know. I sold the car, so I don't. That's another thing. How do you feel about that? Should I be called Punk Bug anymore?
We'll get into that. I'll put a button on that one too.
Okay.
But, should you be called Punk Bug?
Even though I don't have the car. I feel like that's my trademark.
Why not? Yeah, why not?
That's my trademark now.
Even if you don't have the car, eventually maybe you get that car back.
Yeah, but see, I kind of want. I've been looking at I'm a Chevy guy too, so I like the old like 50s Chevy trucks.
Yeah.
And there's a guy on Instagram. He goes by the 3100 King, and he buys and sells these trucks. And he almost gave me a really good deal. Yeah. On a old like 50s Chevy truck, and I was like, it's a 3 on the tree. Which I've never driven, but it's a stick shift. It's not like right here. It's on the 3 on the tree. And I was like, fuck, I look at my wife and she's like, no, don't do it. I start showing her pictures, like trying to, get her going. Yeah. She's like, no, don't do it. We're trying to get a house. So I think that's what I was trying to say earlier is I ended up selling the car because she'll be done with school and we want to get a house. Yeah. So from there, have that money put away. Now it's like because the biggest issues that I had when I was trying to buy a condo, I kept getting outbid by cash. Yeah. So now it's like, okay, now I got this lump sum put away. Now when we're ready to get a house and she's done with school and she's working full time, boom, let's fucking do it. Yeah. That's the goal and that's honestly that's the biggest thing in people's lives is trying to get a house.
Look, I don't mean to cut you off, but.
Damn, this is how it is on the tap?
Are you? I do that all the time. But I always excuse myself. Are you going to be able to come up and save $800,000?
$800,000, no.
Okay. So I ask you, are you going to be able to buy this house cash ever? Like ever?
Ever? Maybe if my Dogecoin hits, because I'm into cryptocurrency as well, use my promo code Bolton69 and get free fucking Doge. I don't know.
Bolton 69. Is it really Bolton 69?
No, it's not.
What I'm trying to say here and get to is, you need to find the right seller.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of sellers out here that don't want to sell to your typical cash buyers. I'm very political when I say cash buyers.
So you know inside scoop?
Yeah. So you need to find the right seller.
Do you have any right sellers?
Yeah, I can get you. I can put you in with my realtor. That's what I'm trying to say. But in all honesty, though, when I bought this house,
this is a beautiful house, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, really, it's bitching.
When I bought this house, my son, my 12-year-old, back then was 6 years old. He had a lot to do with this. This house wasn't just I was the right guy, the right buyer for it, like as far as like down payment and this and that. Like, there were right at the time when I was buying houses. Everyone was
You're buying
cash.
houses. That's plural.
Houses. I'm sorry. I meant I sold my house, bought this one.
Okay.
So when I was shopping for houses, for one house, but looking at several houses.
Do you have another house I don't know about?
We will talk about it on another podcast, another episode. But money don't grow on trees, man. You got to make it.
That's not the tree that's out there in the back. I saw. Okay, that's not the money tree.
Not the money tree.
Okay.
So what? This house had a lot of offers.
Yeah.
A lot of offers, and I guarantee you, it had a cash offer. The dude that was selling it, and it may be the right place, right time, but it's like finding the right seller. We didn't find him. We just the right place, right time. It happened that way, where this guy was going through a divorce. Right. He wanted to sell the house. He obviously wants the most money he can get because it's going through divorce, half and half, all that shit, right?
Correct.
But he saw this young couple that walked in with a 5-year-old kid, and everywhere mom was talking to the realtor. Dad was right behind, kind of doing the hands behind the back, looking at things like pretending like I know what I'm looking at, right? Looking up in the air, and then my 5-year-old right behind me, mimicking every single move that I make. His dad, right? Just mimicking.
Yeah.
Hands behind the back, looking up to the right, looking up to the left. This guy was behind us all, watching us the whole thing. Watched that, and then thought, that's what I wanted. And then it didn't happen because I'm getting divorced, all that shit.
Yeah.
And he told my realtor, fuck all the other offers. I want to sell to this guy.
Yeah.
This family, I want them to have this house. I want them to live in this home and build a family a home that that I wanted.
Yeah.
And that's how I got this house.
That's fucking badass.
There was way better offers than me.
Yeah.
But I got it because I just right place, right time, whatever.
Yeah.
I found the right seller.
That's fucking
I
badass.
looked at a shitload of houses.
Yeah.
Probably way better houses, way better than this, out of my budget.
Yeah.
But this one just, we had to stretch it out a little bit and do a couple sacrifices here and there.
Yeah.
But we got the house that we wanted. This is a house that I'm gonna live in, and I'm gonna. That's it. Like
Yeah.
I don't plan on buying a second home unless it's an investment home.
Yeah.
Unless I already have one.
Unless you already have one. You're like the Batman, dude. That's what you are. You're the Batman of podcasting. There you go.
But it's
serious.
The whole housing thing, dude. It's just knowing the right people, man.
Yeah.
And, we talk about teams and stuff. That your realtor, that's your teammate, dude. That's your friend. That's your family.
Yeah.
Like that's a person that's investing their time, and they're gonna get paid, obviously.
Yeah.
But when you really see the kind of work they put into it, that's when you're like, this is my ride or die.
Yeah.
When I was selling my house, I had to go to court. I had to go to court for that because these people put in a down payment on escrow and all that, supposedly, right? They put in a down payment. Well, they did. They put in a down payment and they're ready to buy the house. I put my house out of the market for 3 or 4 weeks, which is big time. In real estate. When you put your house out, like it's sold or pending, for 3 or 4 weeks, you're losing out on buyers.
Yeah.
Every single day. And I did that, and these people were doing tax fraud.
Oh shit.
So they're doing tax fraud. So they lied on all their shit, and just to try to get into that house. And then eventually it came out. My realtor did a whole full audit, and it was like, wait. We can't sell to this people. They don't have money. You know, it's tax fraud. Everything's fake. Yeah. Everything that they did is fake. So now I lost out on all this time and money that was spent on appraisals and shit like that. That we had to go to court for that money that was in escrow that they put in down payment. And they're like, oh, I want my money back. If you're not going to sell me the house, I want my money back. I'm like, well, no, you put me through all this shit, right? So that money's mine. Yeah. It's a down payment. If you didn't fulfill your needs,
that's on your end. Yeah.
Yeah. That money is mine. We had to go to court. My realtor did not have to go to court for me.
Yeah.
That was on me, the seller. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna help you out. So she went to court. She built up her case on her own. She represented me. My realtor was my lawyer.
That's fucking badass.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I got all that money back.
Yeah.
I was willing to give them $1,000 of that money, right? Just here, you know, we'll give you $1,000, you know. No, I want all of it. Take your chances in court. Judge said, all the money's yours now.
That's cool.
You lost $1,000. So that's a realtor that went to bat for me.
Yeah.
That's someone that's your family, you know. So you have to pick the right person to.
In my corner, I need my ride or die.
Yeah. Maybe you just need a ride or die.
That's my wife right there.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about your realtor though too.
Oh, ride or die realtor. Yeah. There it is. You start your realtor company. Century.
Oh no.
21 ride or die.
No, I don't know anything about real estate, but I know.
Century 69 ride or die. There you go.
I know talent, and I know how to pick talent.
There you go. Just like your baseball team.
That's right. No, but I don't know. Like, I really do hope you find a house, dude. Like, because
that's
being a homeowner it's the best thing. Like, I know people say there's a lot of people that love renting.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rent my whole life, but being a homeowner, man, it's different, dude.
Yeah, being a homeowner is badass.
Not just because you have your own home, but just the benefits that you get from it. If the shit ever hit the fan, I can sell right now, and I have way more than half my equity, you know.
Yeah.
Of saving, you know, or in equity, I have way more than half of what I owe.
Yeah.
You know, so that's pretty good.
And it's something you can leave to your boys.
Of course. Yeah.
So that's always something you gotta.
Especially if you have that second home.
Yeah. You know? Each get a house.
Dude. Nice. But yeah. I wish you the best on that one. But I'll get you the number to my realtor.
Okay. When I'm ready,
she'll hook you up.
I'll let you know. Cause like I said, it's probably gonna be about a year, but yeah, she'll be done with school. We got to pay off some debt and school debt, of course. And I don't think that affects school debt. Doesn't affect, I guess, your buying opportunities.
No, I don't think it does.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. No, seriously.
Fucking school debt, though, dude. That's crazy.
School debt, right?
God damn. That's the one that you can never get away from.
Yeah. Can't file bankruptcy and get away from it.
That's the one thing that Biden wants to push, right? Like, he wants to pardon everybody's school debt.
Something like that. But it's like I paid my shit off. Like,
why shouldn't you get a credit for that?
Yeah, I should get a credit. Give me another stimmy. Yeah. Those are cool when those are coming in.
Oh, I don't know, man. Those things. I mean, we get into politics. That's crazy. You know, I had a council member on here, right?
I know.
And I just posted something just recently. That fool was they were trying to kick his ass out.
I saw that. Yeah.
Because he's over here like shining light.
Yeah.
And these fools don't like that, you know. So yeah, dude, that's crazy. But he's still in office. If anybody was wondering, he's still in office. He didn't get kicked out.
Yeah.
He was voted back in.
So did you have beers with him on the tap?
Did we?
I don't remember.
Did you watch the episode?
I listen. I'm more of a listen.
I cannot tell a lie.
That's
what
it is. I listened to.
I cannot say that I did, or I cannot say that I didn't.
Let's see. That's where we cut the podcast and we start fresh.
And we're back. No,
but yeah, dude. Fuck.
Speaking of which, hold on.
What's up?
Heavy hitters. They're doing something big. I just ran an ad for them. I know you guys, just heard it right now. 10, 15 minutes ago, but the heavy hitters, they're doing a live show.
They're doing a live.
That's crazy.
It's sold out.
I thought it was. Yes, I did the ad.
Yeah.
I know it's sold out already, but we did it because I know there's gonna be another one. There's gonna be a 2. There's gonna be a 3. There's gonna be a 4. It's gonna be one of those things where they just get together to do this thing, and it's gonna sell out every single time within a week or 2. I get it, dude. These guys are hot right now.
Yeah.
You're going?
I'm going.
All right, hell yeah, because I'm going. I bought 2 tickets.
We can carpool into Tacoma together. There we go.
How many did you buy? 1 ticket or 2?
I just bought 1.
I bought 2 tickets, so if my wife cannot make it to the show, I'm going to give away my second ticket.
You're gonna raffle.
I'm going to raffle off my.
How are you
gonna
raffle the ticket?
I do it on the podcast.
Okay, so you're gonna do it on the live. So you got to tune into the live.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna do it that way?
No, I don't know yet. I gotta wait to see if my wife's gonna make it or not.
Oh, gotcha.
If my wife can't make it, then I'll do it. But so you guys will know if you're watching this right now, and then I'll post it on Instagram. Yeah. But as you guys know, I'm the Tap Miss guy. I used to do every year a Christmas thing, but it was Tap Miss, and I used to do giveaways.
Yeah.
25 days of Tap Miss, which is 25 giveaways.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do it this year. So I'm thinking I'm just going to do 2 or 3 big giveaways. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I think this is a big giveaway. So with that said, if my wife can't make it, I'm going to give away one of those tickets.
Yeah, but it's coming up soon. So that's before.
That's coming up in about a month.
That's before Christmas.
Oh, yeah. This is away from Christmas. I don't know if I'm going
to the tap summer giveaway.
We're going to have to do something different. Yeah, we'll come up with a name.
Yeah.
We'll come up with a name. Together, we'll come up with a name.
Okay.
But yeah. That's going to be good. Heavy hitters. What do you think about that? Do you think it's going to get crazy? Like, they need that security that they're talking about?
Dude. That'd be awesome to see. See, I'm just going to sit back at the bar, have my beer right there, sit next to...
I don't know. The most interesting man in the world. People are going to want to know.
Yeah, right.
People are going to want to know. Who's this punk bug?
Yeah, who's this punk bug? Doesn't have a car. Loser.
No, I'm excited about that show, dude.
No,
to be honest with you, like, I know... Oh, Sergio. He's emceeing. He's hosting. Yeah, he's hosting it. So that's gonna be fun. There's gonna be some comedians that come up and do a little thing. Yeah. I think
Frank Blanco.
Frank. Blanco's gonna be there. Is it Blanco or Blanquillos, or is that just his name on Instagram?
I think that's like his name.
So it's Frank. Hey, what's up? And we're back.
Hey, we are back.
This damn fucking 805s, they make you piss like crazy.
Right? Not as much as your Bud Light though.
Oh, the Bud Light does make. Well, you know what? I'll tell you this. I can have like 3 of these tall cans, and I don't have to go until that third one.
Yeah, but you've only had 2 tall cans, and that's what
this is 2 805s, and I already have to go.
It's 1.5.
1.5. 1.5. And I already got to go. This one makes you pee more.
It's clean, detoxing.
It's detoxing. So if you guys want to get a cleansing, a good cleansing, make sure you drink some 805s.
Get you the farts, the pedos, and
not an official sponsor, but it's almost there.
Almost there.
Yeah, we'll have to hit up House of Robles.
Yeah, that'd be cool. When I thought the tap, I always thought you had a tap on like a keg on deck.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be cool. I mean, you got the setup, you got the little bar.
I know, I do. You know, we're not using that. I don't know if I think I'm gonna get rid of that bar.
That's cool.
It's an old school bar and everything.
Yeah,
but I might get rid of it. I'm not sure, but I wanted to go with this setup right here.
Yeah,
this was the old school setup.
I
think the original setup.
Yeah, but if you get the 4 guests, like we were talking earlier,
I have to use that.
You got to use that.
I got to use that. That's why I just pull it out.
Yeah, but if you get rid of it, then
oh yeah, you're right. Maybe I could. I just want to build a new bar. Maybe a different one. Not this one's like old school. It's all rinky dinky.
No, but it's cool though. Yeah. Nostalgic. I mean,
it's got character.
Things that are old school never go to stale, right?
That's true. That is true. You wish you would have kept those Kobe's though, huh?
Right? Now they're thrashed, dude. They're super thrashed.
Yeah.
Speaking of old shoes, I'm a big. I don't want to say I'm a big, but I collect Jordans too.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, man. So.
No way.
Yeah, I got the.
How many do you have?
I got 2 pairs of Jordans.
Oh, so it's not much of a collection yet, yeah?
Not a big collection, but Jordans are expensive.
They are, man. But which ones do you have?
I got the ones. I'm a big ones.
But they're not the original.
Yeah. Well, no, not the original from like the 80s. They're the new stuff. It's just starting out. Yeah. But yeah, I've always worn Vans.
It's crazy how there's so much money in shoes. Like
right?
I have. I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah. Again.
Like a cliche fucking thing to say, but when you cut somebody off. Yeah. But anyways, I have some nephews that up in Crestline that they shovel snow.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? This guy fucking Crestline, he starts giggling and shit like a little schoolgirl.
You brought up my cousins, my nephews. Okay.
True story.
Okay.
I got some nephews.
What's their names?
In Crestline. Darren and Derek Romero. Look them up on Instagram.
Okay, I'm gonna look them up.
Their dad's name is Daryl, and they got another brother named Daryl. Everybody's the D over there.
The D's.
The D runs around the house like crazy. Okay. So, and they have a sister named Jasmine.
And Jasmine. Okay.
But anyways, so Derek and Darren, shout out to Derek and Darren.
Yeah.
They started their own snow shoveling business, right? Over there.
Double D's shoveling.
Yeah, Double D's over there shoveling around. And then whatever money they make, they're investing in these shoes. They're buying these shoes on OfferUp and whatever, Facebook, all that shit.
MySpace.
And MySpace.
People still use MySpace?
I think so. Didn't they like recover it? Didn't like Ashton Kutcher
I don't know.
recover that thing or something like that?
So you're part of an older generation. Do you ever use Friendster?
Friendster.
Yeah.
Was that before MySpace?
That's before MySpace.
No. I heard of it. I think I heard of it because it sounds familiar.
Did one of your cousins have it?
They're little guys. They're little guys. They're only like 16 and 18, 20, 19, 21. 21? 21 and 16. But they started their own business. Yeah. They're buying these Jordans. They're cleaning them up and then just reselling them for a lot more. So these kids are making money off of it. Even more money. They're investing into these Jordans. Not just Jordans. Sometimes there are other shoes like
the Kobe's.
The Kobe's or the Curry's. I don't know. Fucking Sean Kemp's.
I don't know who Sean Kemp.
Damn, what the hell? Are you serious? You don't know who Sean Kemp is?
No.
Seattle. Do you remember Seattle Sonics?
No.
Stop it,
I don't. I'm drawing a blank.
Are you just not a basketball fan?
No,
like
I'm
NBA?
not a big,
okay, maybe that's
like
why.
You know.
Because, before the Oklahoma City Thunder, it used to be the Seattle Sonics. And I know it's two different cities, but that's what happened. Look it up.
I'll look it up.
It's NBA history.
Yeah, I'm not a big NBA.
Sean Kemp.
Yeah, but I followed the Laker era.
Yeah.
And that was about it.
So you followed it in 2000?
Yes.
Okay.
You said.
I get it. I'm not putting it against you or holding it against you.
Then my sister was really big into Chicago, the Bulls. Everything
because of Jordan.
Because of Jordan. Yeah. And then he went to the Wizards and
and then shit the bed.
Yeah.
But it's not his fault.
Yeah,
it was a shitty team.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But
so, anyways, shoes, big market.
Yeah.
You're collecting Jordans now.
Yeah, I got 2 pairs of Jordan 1s. I don't know. It's just a classic.
Have you sold any?
No, I don't sell. I just buy and keep. I just got the recent. They're the Jordan 1s, the Lost and Founds, which is like the OG color. Mm-hmm. But what I liked about them is, so I love things that are super nostalgic and like old school.
Yeah.
And they are meant to look as if, or the whole story behind them, or the premise behind them, was they're an old pair of Jordans that they found like in the back of a mom and pop sports store. And inside, like, I love the whole like story and how they marketed these shoes, because they're the Jordan 1s, and even on like the shoe itself, like the black like part that goes around the ankle part kind of looks a little bit cracked. Yeah, the outer sole kind of looks a little bit cracked. The tongue looks a little bit yellowed, but that's what it's kind of going for. And then the wrapping's like an old school wrapping with like a mismatch box, and it comes with like a receipt from like this like mom and pop store. So it's super cool how they kind of wrote this story behind these shoes. So that just really opened up my eyes. Like growing up, I've always wore Vans. Vans were my biggest thing. I was a big skater, so I always used to skate in Vans.
Wait, you're wearing Vans right now?
I got my Vans right now.
You guys can see he's got his Vans and his nice little socks right there.
These are cycling socks too.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
These are cycling socks. Nice. So, yeah, dude, fucking, I just got into them, and just the Jordan 1s are shoes that I've always liked, and I feel that's the thing too, with these generations that are coming up. I don't know if it's just maybe what I've seen, but have you noticed that girls tend to wear really baggy clothes and the dudes are wearing the super tight clothes? Yeah, have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I don't know if I'm just getting old, and this is just because
I blame it on pronouns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of pronouns, I tried to on Instagram. It has where you could put your pronouns or whatever. So I tried to do taco and burrito, but it fucking didn't let me. I was like, fuck. But yeah, some fucking stupid shit like that. But I don't want to be identified as a taco,
Yeah, right. Why not?
So, yeah, dude, I've fucking just been noticing that with like the kids. Like, there's no like, at least in our generation, we're not too far apart. You had your rockers. You had your your cholos, you had your jocks, you had all these like subcultures, and now I look at a lot of the kids, I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what the fuck you are. I don't even know if you're a guy or girl. Like, that's cool, do whatever you want to do. but just these styles are kind of going away, and everything's just looking so frumpy.
Yeah.
And it's just a trip, dude. I don't know. I'm just becoming that old man now.
I think it's just that we're so used to our styles that we're familiar with that we're losing, or we're not buying into theirs.
Yeah.
Because they have a style.
Yeah.
We're just not buying into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because again, our year was better. Our decade was better, right? Yeah. I think that's what it is. But it doesn't mean you're wrong. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it does. Like it's you. I get it. You guys don't have style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I get that part. But I do understand too that this is their time to shine, dude.
Yeah.
Like we did it already. So now we gotta like, hey, let them do their thing.
Yeah.
But to a certain extent, because the pronoun thing, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's got mixed feelings about that, and I don't want to get too political because it's not a political show.
This is not a political show.
But come on. You know, like, enough with the mamadas,
yeah.
You know?
Seriously. 100%. But yeah, dude, it's a trip. Like, you don't see the subcultures as much anymore. No.
But a lot of people fought against it, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they fought. They didn't want to, no more labels, you know? Like, let's just all be unity, all be the same, you know, together.
Yeah, but at some point, you got to have your own style. You got to have your own thing. And, like, if you're a cholo, I mean, you kind of stuck to the Cortezes, you know, you stuck to the Air Force Ones, you know. If you're a skater, you always stuck to, like, the skate shoes. Remember the fucking... the big old like shoes, the Osiris's, those big fucking fat pantufla shoes. Mm-hmm. Like that's what you stuck to. So for me in high school, I would never be wearing Jordans, but now as an adult, it's like, you know, those fucking shoes are actually pretty badass. So I started getting into that, like collecting that, and it's expensive. I mean, once again, I remember back in my day. Fucking that's gonna be the name of our podcast. Yeah, back in my day.
I'm gonna label it back in my day.
Back in my day.
Back in my day with Daniel Bolton.
There you go. It sounds good. It's a nice little.
I think I like
ring to it.
Yeah. I hope I remember that shit in the morning.
Well, see, it's recorded, so we're good.
Oh yeah.
We're solid. So
marker 153.
Back in my day, dude, everybody had their little style, their culture, and I just feel like it's just be kind of. Times are changing, and so I don't know, dude. Am I gonna be that dad that always just wears the skinny jeans? You know, like
no, you starting to sound like the guy, like the dad of like, hey, get off my yard or get off my lawn kind of guy.
Yeah, but see, I don't have a house.
If that ball comes over here, I'm keeping it. You know.
Yeah, but see, I'm a dick like that. I would keep it.
Well, because you have kids, you could give it to your kids.
But, yeah.
But
all right, throw it on the roof or some shit.
Honestly, man, I think that we just need to. What we need to do is we need to invite a teenager out here.
Yeah.
Right. We know with
pick their brains
with parental background. You know, we'll have the parents in here.
Yeah.
And
we show them how to ride a bike without a seat.
Show them. No.
Okay.
You went the wrong way. I thought we were finishing each other's sentences, but we're not there.
No.
Yet.
Okay. We're working on that. We're working on it. On the Working Again podcast. There we go.
But we need to ask them those kind of questions, you know, because they're the ones that know, and we haven't been in high school. High school is where that's where it all started, right? For you, like you're talking about the Cholos, the Cortez, all that. That was all high school shit. We're not in high school anymore, and we haven't been in high. Me over 20 years, you over
12, 15
years.
I graduated in 2008,
1999. So, you know, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
we don't know. These kids, they have their own style. Like I see my kid's 12 years old, and he's not there yet in high school yet, but he's pretty close to it. And even in junior high, they kind of have their own. They're working on their own style. You know what I mean? So I'm not that guy that's gonna be. Even though I mess around and say like my year's better and all this stuff, like that, I'm willing to. I'm more the liberal guy, like willing to adapt and willing to accept your, you know, what you're going through and your changes. You know, like because I have to. I kind of have to.
You have kids.
Yeah, you have to. You kind of do.
You adapt for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'd be an asshole if you just be like, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Because you're not there anymore.
Yeah, no.
You don't know what's right or wrong anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I try to interject myself with my kids.
Yeah.
Like
and you can on certain things.
Yeah.
Right?
I try, you know. Like my daughter went to the Vans store and I bought her a Moon Eyes shirt. Vans did a collab with Moon Eyes, so I got her the Moon Eyes.
Yeah.
That was a Moon Eyes jacket. And I was like, this is just cool. And she's like, okay, you like it, I'll wear it for you. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with there's nothing. Eventually, she may get to that age where she's gonna be like, this is cool. She's only 9, right?
Yeah, she's 9. But she's already developing her style. And it's kind of like right now, she wants to wear the big, frumpy shit. I'm okay with that. Like, I don't want my daughter. I want my daughter dressing like that than a hoochie. I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. It's just a different style, so it's hard to get used to. And I'm just seeing it now as I'm getting older, and now I gotta take a step back and it's like, whoa, like what I've been tripping out in. So I usually go pick her up every now and then, and I see kids wearing pajamas to school, like the pajama bottoms.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand that. Like,
that's when you interject. That's when you say you're not wearing pajamas.
Yeah,
you're not wearing pajama pants.
So you're not cool with your boy wearing pajamas?
No.
Okay.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay.
No, Dad, it's a style. No,
Yeah.
not in my house.
Yeah.
That I will, because you're not. Those are
Yeah,
pajamas.
but what's
dude.
wrong with that though? Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
If you're at school,
what's wrong?
Because there is a certain thing called school attire. That's not school attire unless it's pajama day.
But is it really hurting anybody?
Is it hurting anybody? It's hurting my eyes. And anybody that thinks like me, it's hurting their eyes too. Which I guarantee you, their teachers think like me.
Yeah, but really, it's no anything different than regular pants.
Well, I'm so glad that my kid goes to a school where there's a dress code and they can't wear that.
Yeah,
they have to wear certain.
But I'm just saying, if your boy wanted to wear the pajama bottoms,
no, I wouldn't. He won't go. He can't go to 7-Eleven with those pajama bottoms.
But it's just 7-Eleven.
Nah.
Why not?
Nah.
But I thought you were open-minded.
I am, but there's certain things. I told you, there's certain things that you
pajamas. So you'd rather him wear the short shorts?
Oh sure, yeah. And then I want his nuts to be hanging too. No, look, the pajama to me that means that you're still asleep. You haven't woken up yet. When I still see my 70-year-old dad in the evening and he's still wearing pajamas, I'm like, damn, bro, you're still in retirement mode. Like he retired 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You're still in retirement mode. Like, get out of your pajamas. But it's my dad. Like, that fool's gonna do what he does.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna tell him what to do. But
so you're okay with your dad pajama pants?
I can't tell my dude. What am I gonna tell my dad? Dad, stop wearing your pajamas. I can bring it up to him.
Yeah,
which I do. Like, hey, Dad, pajama pants, and he's like, well, I didn't do shit today.
Now I know what to get you for Christmas.
I don't wear pajamas.
On the 25 days of the Tapmas, we'll be giving away a free pair of pajama pants. Just
they gotta be tapped though. You know what? You just inspired me. I'm gonna add pajama pants to my merchandise store. Available tap gear available on my link.
You use Bolton 15 and get 15% off. There you go.
I'm gonna create a code for you. Pajama pant code. I don't
know, dude. I trip on that.
I don't know, man. For me, it's like waking up with bed hair and going out to the 7-Eleven with bed hair. Like, put on a hat.
Yeah.
Same thing. Change your pants. Put on some. I would say, even though they're the exact same type of pants, take away your pajama pants and put on some sweats, or put on jogger pants. Yeah. And go to 7-Eleven. That's way better. But I don't need to see Snoopy on your pants at 7-Eleven wearing your UGG slippers. Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
That's just me. You asked me. That's my opinion.
What's your opinion?
You know what I mean? Fuck your damn pajamas.
I'm gonna come next time with pajama. I don't own any fucking pajama pants. I think about it.
We're gonna have an episode.
I do basketball shorts, man.
We're gonna have an episode with pajama pants.
Yeah, I'll call it pajama sleepover.
Yeah, we'll do that for sure.
And we'll be on the live 24 hours.
Yeah.
You think you could podcast for 24 hours?
Okay, great thing. I think I could.
You think you could podcast?
Yeah, I think I could.
I don't know. I got a lot of pee breaks. I gotta take
no, but that's the thing.
Maybe
you keep it in there. You keep it in the show. Like,
I could.
And you do a counter every time that Daniel Bolton takes a piss. Take a shot.
Or what I could do is I could have my wife. She'll put catheters in us, and then we just fucking go and we'll just do it.
And then just call it out. I just peed on it.
Yeah, speed. Think about it.
That'd be cool. We don't even have to say pee. We just say golden showers.
Golden showers.
Golden showers.
Yeah.
And we whisper it.
in the middle of a sentence.
We should do that. We should do that.
The 24-hour podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a long time.
It is a long time. But I think we could do it. We should invite more podcasters on here.
And have like a podcaster every hour.
Ooh.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Every other hour.
Just keep every other hour.
Something like that, yeah.
And we got to eat too on the podcast.
No, we could eat on the show.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Well,
it's like
okay,
ASMR.
So what would we have for breakfast? Because I saw you got a little grill right here.
Yeah, we got the grill going on right here.
We could get the grill going.
We'll definitely have to open this up because it gets warm, right? So
which is it's great temperature in here.
Right now it's fine.
Yeah.
Right now it's perfect. But yeah, we have the grill. So we'll have like first thing in the morning, you got to have menudo.
Yeah.
Have some menudo with maybe a little bit of bread on the side, like a concha, some coffee, right?
I'm okay with that. I'm down with that.
2 hours later, you start off with the
brunch?
Bloody Marys.
Okay.
Come on. Hey, the Bloody Marys.
We're not there yet. Finishing each other's sentences. Okay.
We'll get there.
We're getting there. I was close brunch, right?
Yeah. Bloody Marys, right? You start drinking the Bloody Marys, and then you could bring in your brunch, right?
Yeah.
I'll call them snacks.
Okay.
We'll bring in some snacks, you know?
Yeah. Some takis from
La Tiendita.
There you go.
Right? After that,
tell them Fidel and Bolton sent you.
There you go. Get yourself a discount.
Get your takis.
On stickers only. Because Lewis is going to be like,
he's going to hate me.
We're talking about discount, dude.
He's like, fuck these guys. That's it. I'm pulling my sponsorship.
So what are we going to have for lunch?
Okay, so for lunch, I think we could grill up some burgers.
Yeah, definitely grill some burgers.
I'm down with a little burger action.
Get some burgers.
Get some bacon going.
Get a double, maybe a 4x.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm fucking down with that.
Do that.
Get some grilled onions on there.
Saute those suckers.
I'm down.
Why not? It's a flat grill. It's a griddle.
We could do that. Get that going.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, we'll have the bacon from the breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, we're having menudo.
Well, we're having menudo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can't have bacon for that. But we can, we'll figure something out.
Get it going. And what about for dinner?
Oh, for dinner, you got to have steak.
Oh, dude.
You got to have
Where's the best steak place you've ever been to?
Ooh. Again, I'm not good with names of restaurants and places where I have steak at.
Killing me.
But there's one place in Pasadena. It starts with an H. In Pasadena.
Uh-huh.
Fuck, my brother-in-law's going to get mad at me. It's his favorite spot.
Yeah.
Joaquin's going to get mad. It's not Hamilton's. Or maybe it is Hamilton's.
I've never heard
Hamilton's
of
Steakhouse?
I don't know.
Or Henderson's? No. Maybe Hamilton's.
You're not talking about Fleming's.
No.
Okay,
Fleming's is, it's commercial. Yeah. It's kind of commercial already.
Yeah.
I think it's called either Henderson's or Hamilton's. It's in Pasadena, though. I think it's in Pasadena.
Yeah.
But it's a good steakhouse, man. And we've gone there a couple times, and every time we go, it never disappoints, man. They have really good food. Even their like appetizers are good. I think we had asparagus one. No, Brussels sprouts, not asparagus. Asparagus is good, but we had Brussels sprouts.
Like candy Brussels sprouts, right? Yeah. Oh, those are fucking good with some bacon,
sir.
bits. Oh,
it was so good.
Yeah.
I think it's called Hamilton's. Anyways, you guys can check it out if you're listening.
Hamilton's, feel free to sponsor us.
It's in the Pasadena show. Pasadena show. It's in Pasadena. The roast parade's over there, but
but it's the roast parade. You said Pasadena show.
I know. I messed up. But, I meant Pasadena.
Like, the Rose Parade.
No,
okay.
Pasadena.
Okay.
Hamilton's.
All right. I just recently went.
Can you you have your phone? Can you fact check me?
I'll fact check you.
I don't really like fact checking.
I'll do a Mind Buzz.
Yeah,
Mind Buzz fact check on you. Because shout out to Gil.
Shout out to Gil because he's got a good setup over there.
Yes.
The mini Joe Rogan, and there's you shouldn't feel ashamed or embarrassed or I don't even know what I'm trying to get at, but the mini Joe Rogan, that's badass. Gil. Do you know his handle in Instagram?
Gilbilly Dillick?
Oh, why did I think it was Hillbilly Gil?
No, he's like Psycho, but he was into Psychobilly.
Oh, is that why?
So I think that's where he gets the.
Every time I always think Hillbilly Gil, but it's not Hillbilly. So Gil.
Houston's.
Houston's? Yeah. Houston's in Pasadena.
I
was way off.
Yeah, that's way off.
Yeah, Houston's. So Houston's in Pasadena is probably that's the only one that comes to mind, but that's really good steak.
Go to Houston's and use Bolton Fidel for 15% off your next.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, dude, I went to this spot called Steakenstein, Clearman Steakenstein.
I've heard of that.
In Pico Rivera,
Yeah, that's
off
where I
of
heard
Whittier
it.
Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
See, I give you a little location. I give you the name.
See, yeah, but I'm not good at that stuff. I gotta do my homework on that.
The beer's supposed to help us think.
No, not for me. Maybe weed, but I don't do that anymore.
You don't do that no more?
Nah.
It's legal.
Yeah, but not for work.
Oh, true.
You know?
True that.
Yeah.
We gotta do a weed episode. Now we smoke it. We swap weed stories.
Oh yeah.
Weed stories.
Well, I wasn't a big time weed guy.
Neither was I, but I'm sure you got a story.
I have some stories.
Yeah.
We can share some now. You want to give them a little icebreaker for the next episode?
Let's do a little icebreaker. I'm down.
What's your first experience?
Were you ever fucking where you put the can
I
like
done
that?
I done that before. Hey, Crestline with my head. I keep bringing a Crestline.
Crestline.
A lot of shit happened in Crestline.
A lot of shit happened in Crestline. So yeah, that's where you put the can like that.
And we've done an apple.
You done an apple? Did you ever eat the apple afterwards?
No.
Why not?
I don't know why.
You gotta be hardcore and just fucking eat that.
You
don't bite the apple where you
obviously yeah. Maybe the other end.
The other end, yeah.
I should have just a gangster it, just take a big bite of that shit. No, we didn't do that. We should have done that.
Like a Granny Smith apple, nice and sour.
Yeah.
So it gets you like right here.
Yeah, right. That'd hit the spot right after a good little toke. Yeah. I'm a 2-hitter quitter, girl. I'll take a couple of hits and I'm done.
What about gummies? You ever tried the gummies?
Yeah. Not good. I'm not a good edible guy.
Do you eat too many gummies?
Too many.
Yeah.
When is it gonna take effect? You just keep eating more, more, and then later on I'm just fucking hammered, falling asleep, down on the ground. Yeah. Down for the count. Wake them up.
But you sleep good though.
But not at appropriate times. Especially when you're hosting a bachelor party, you're the guy. You got everything there.
So was that before or after you went to Nicolas?
So Nicolas, we remember I told you I was doing some
reconnaissance.
Recon.
Yeah.
I was doing recon.
Yeah.
So I did recon at Nicolas, and that was it was for that bachelor party. And we ended up doing it at somebody's house.
So did you get the chicks from Nicolas?
No.
To go to
No. I hired the worst chicks you could think, because you go on there on the websites that they have.
Nicolas's website.
So no.
Oh.
You go to Nicolas to talk to the girls, and then they give you a number.
Oh.
And you're like, oh shit.
So what year was this? So you didn't slide into any DMs, is what I'm asking.
No. Okay. No. This was like old school where you fucking hit the yellow pages and shit. Yeah. So
do you remember pagers?
I remember pagers.
Yeah,
Smart beep.
Yeah,
$1.99 a month.
I don't know. I never
$1.99, not $199. $1.99 a month.
I just remember my sister had a pager and it was see through. It was like kind of like
that transparent.
Yeah, transparent. Yeah, I thought that was cool. Dude, I was like, fuck, I always wanted a pager.
I had a 2-way. A 2-way was like
the Nextels. You go beep beep.
No.
It's like the fucking.
Those are badass. Fool. Those are badass. But the 2-way, the 2-way didn't last too long because it was in between the pager and the cell phone where you were able to text.
Like a walkie-talkie.
No, text.
Oh, okay.
So the 2-way was where you can 2-way message somebody. You can get it was like a little laptop. You can like a sidekick, right?
Remember
like
sidekick? Yeah.
But all it was a 2-way. You could just only message.
So you can only message.
You can't pick up a call. You could only message to there.
But the 2-way. You can only message certain people, or you can message everybody.
Only someone that had a 2-way pager.
Gotcha. Okay.
That was the biggest problem, is that not everybody had a 2-way pager. Yeah. So I remember when it first came out, I was one of those first cats. The year 2000. Yeah. That had the 2-way pager. Was pretty big, right? And I had the 2-way, and I was like, nobody that I knew had a 2-way.
Yeah.
I couldn't text anybody.
I
couldn't message anybody. Telemarketers. I was messaging them.
So then you just jump on the party line and then you get the mamacitas off the party. Hey, what's up? This is Fidel from Covina. I'm looking for a nice little ruca.
Did you do the party line?
Fuck yeah, I did the party line. I used to go in there, fuck around all the time.
That was funny. I used to just, exactly, just for fuck.
Never met up with anybody.
No. It was just
go in there and talk shit to people.
Yeah.
It was fun, dude.
The party line.
Fucking party line.
Are we aging ourselves?
We already aged ourselves with the fucking pajamas. We're not cool with the pajamas, so we've aged ourselves. I think we already aged ourselves with the chips being at 99 cents.
God, dude, those are the good old days, right?
Yeah.
The good old days.
Oh my god.
But we graduated. See, we're not drinking out of paper bags anymore. Now
see, I even told you, let's get some old E or MD.
I know.
Or I was like, dude,
MD 2020. This guy. And I was gonna buy them just to fuck around,
yeah.
but I'm like, I ain't gonna waste my money on that.
I would have fucking drink it. Fuck
You
it.
probably would have.
You got the blue one, dude? Oh, dude. So we used to fucking put the MD. Me and my buddy Eric. Shout out to my homie Eric. We used to put the MD in Gatorade bottles, and then we used to go down to the Art Walk in downtown LA and walk around and shit with our Gatorade bottle of MD. We used to get all fucked up, and it was fun, dude. Check out all the homeless people and the weird art and shit, and dude, it was crazy, man.
That reminds me of like Hypnotic. Remember that drink? They still sell it, and people still drink that shit.
Do they have it at La Tiendita?
No, it was classy. Fool. You go to La Tiendita, you get classy alcohol.
So you can't get your MD at La Tiendita?
No. You can't even get Four Locos over there.
Really?
Nah.
Did you ever have Four Loko before they changed the recipe?
Never had it.
Dude, so I was real like, so I swam at Rio Hondo College, and we used to have a party after our swim meets on Friday. Our swim meets were on Fridays. We'd have a party, and we'd go to somebody's house, and these fucking parties would get local, you know?
Yeah.
Got so local, we used to drink the Four Locos that were like the tall cans.
Yeah.
And dude, fucking just blackout. Fucking badass. One night, one of my homies, his name's Rafa. I gotta reach out to him, but he's a good, solid dude. We're driving home from, cause he lived out in like City Terrace area, Boyle Heights, and I live in East LA, but Rio Hondo is in like Whittier area, and so we used to go to the parties. And he'd always pick me up in his Cobalt. He had a Cobalt SS. It was fucking sweet.
Yeah.
And fucking picked me up. We fucking partied it up. Dude, we were fucking drinking. So we went to this girl. It was this girl. Her name was Rochelle. We used to call her Shell. And so we went to Shell's house, right? And everybody was there. All the homies were there. My buddy Eric was there. Jason. So Jason and I, we swam together. Mm-hmm. And fucking Jason, he used to bring his little cousin Eric. So those are the two guys I told you. Those are my best homies. They're the solid homies. Yeah. And I didn't know that Eric wasn't in college with us. He was in high school. So he used to party with us. And he would go back to his high school. Be like, oh, fuck, I party with these college kids. Yeah. And we used to get loco, dude. Like, we get crazy. So we'd be drinking the Four Locos. And her parents had went out of town. It was her mom. And she had like a dad, the father figure. She was like dating him. And his name was T.O.P. Mm-hmm. And so we all fucking started pouring shots, right? Psh, 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 psh. Everybody has their fucking shots going. Yeah. And we're all like, oh, T.O.P. And they had this like photo because he was a police officer, right? So he was all like in his uniform, all decked out. So we're all like tapping our fucking beers or our glasses on, like T.O.P., you know? And we're fucking just getting fucked up. And so she had a balcony inside her house. So I thought it was a good idea to go to the top of the roof or top of the second story of the balcony, and we're hanging over. And so it's me, my boy Rafa, and we're hanging like on the over the railing on the other side. We're gonna jump on the couch, and we're just like, everybody's like, yeah, jump, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna fucking jump, yeah. So we're sitting on the railing, right? And so we're like, okay. I was like, hey, Rafa, you ready? We're going to jump, right? We're going to jump on the couch. So I was like, one. And we're fucked up. Dude, we had the liquid courage going. So and we're all hyped.
Loco.
Dude, we're loco, right? And we had everybody like, yeah, you know, on the bottom. And I looked back and I was like, hey, you ready? 1, 2. And then our buddy Leo, he grabs us and fucking pulls us back. Dude, he pulls us back and we fucking fall over the railing onto the balcony side. Yeah. And we fall into the wall. We're like, what the fuck? Like, it was dark up there. Yeah. So we're like, what the fuck? And I'm kind of cleaning some, like, plaster out of my hair. And we're kind of looking at each other. And fucking Leo is inside the wall. Like, almost like that. Where he's inside the wall. And I'm looking at him. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm way too fucked up. Yeah. So we kind of brushed some shit off of our hair. And we end up going back downstairs. And so we're like, yeah, we're going to still fucking party. And they're like, how come you didn't jump? And we're like, oh, we just got pulled back. Leo pulled us back, right? Yeah. And so we're partying, we're playing some beer pong, and we're taking more shots. And then the girl, Rochelle, goes up top. And so she looks, and she finds the fucking hole in the wall, which is the size of Leo's back. And so she hangs over the balcony. She goes, everybody out of my house now! And we're like, Rafa, let's go. And so I fucking grab him, let's go. And he's fucked up. And so I'm like, oh, fuck, we're pretty fucked up. I gotta go home, you know, like, so I fucking drove, and not saying I drove incapacitated, but
you had to get home.
Yeah, I had to get home. And so, have you ever seen the movie with Heath Ledger, the Batman movie with Heath Ledger, where the Joker's kind of hanging out the window?
Oh yeah.
And so my boy Rafa, he's fucking hanging out the window, and he's but fucking like, and so he was fucked up. So at the time, I was living in East LA with my parents, and like I said, parking fucking sucks. So I had to park like a block away.
Yeah.
And my boy Rafa was fucked up. So I was like, dude, just crash my pad. At the time, I was staying at my parents' house, and we had a back house. We called it the Cuartito. So I was like, dude, just crash my pad. It's cool. Like, don't trip. So he ended up, he was fucked up. I was like, dude, just crash. And I ended up finding a shopping cart. So I put him in a shopping cart, and I wheeled him to my house, and I put him in the shopping cart. And prior to going to my house, we stopped at Jack in the Box. Then we got the tacos, right?
the two tacos.
So we had our fucking tacos, and we ordered some other fucking food, and we ended up fucking, we ate a little bit. We knocked out. He passed out on the floor, but he woke up in the morning before me, and so he woke up. And he's like, hey, Bolt, let's eat real quick. He woke me up like, let's eat real quick. All right, cool. So we start munching, and I had like a jumbo jack, and he had like some, I don't know, some shit. So we both bite into it, and we're like, why is this so fucking spicy, right?
Yeah.
And the food had ants on it because it was left overnight. So we're fucking spitting the fucking food out to the bag. Like, fucking the ants were biting us.
Spicy.
And I was like, oh, fuck, dude, that's it. Like, so I had to get ready for work. And so my boys, Eric and Jason, they ended up going to Shell's house, and they ended up cutting out the hole and putting a new piece of drywall in there. And they made it look legit, dude. Like, my boys totally came through. Like, they were like, dude, like, because I had work, and that was the only like day I could work, because I only worked a part-time job. And so, they ended up going over there. They matched the paint. They did everything. It looked legit. The mom couldn't even tell when she came home. She couldn't even tell. But the girl Rochelle ended up telling her parents she felt guilty. So she ended up telling her parents after all. And I was like, fuck. But after that, we were never
all that work.
Yeah, we were never invited back to Shell's house.
Oh.
Yeah. So good times, man.
Funny.
Rio Honda swim team, man. That shit was the shit. It was badass.
That reminds me of the story that when me and my brother, we grew up around the same age, about a year and I think 3 or 4 months apart, and we used to fuck shit up around the house all the time.
Yeah.
But we used to hide it. We used to just, we fuck something up, we make it look like it was never there.
Yeah.
And we were masters at it. Like we broke a glass table, and it was all my fault. I threw a tantrum and I fucking broke the table, and we cleaned it up. The table was gone for like, a month or something, and my parents never noticed it until finally my dad went to kick up his feet up on the table, and he's like, "Where's the goddamn table?"
Yeah.
Oh, well, we broke it.
Broken playing soccer.
Yeah. And whatever. Or I think we tried to play it off like, oh, I think you guys sold it at the yard sale, because they were having a yard sale at the time that we broke that table. And he's like, nah, we didn't sell that. But anyways, one time my older sister, threw a football. We're playing catch, and she's not that athletic. She threw a football and it hit a window, and from her room, and it broke the window. As soon as she broke it, she started freaking out. She panicked. She's always the good girl, right? And she took off running, and we didn't know where she went. She just took off running. Yeah, we thought she was gonna go hide. So me and my brother did what we do best. We made that shit disappear, like it never happened. We cleaned it all up. We started putting things in front of it as if that's where they were supposed to be. We're hiding it, as much as we could. And then my dad comes around the corner. What happened? And we're like, nothing. Why? No. Your sister just came over here and she said that she broke a window. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And then he's like, why are you guys hiding it for? Yeah. We got in trouble. So we're the ones that got, and my dad's old school, bro. So we didn't get fucking, you guys are getting your phones taken away. There was no phones back in the day.
Your asses
we got our asses whipped, you know what I mean? For hiding something that she did wrong. So we're hooking her up.
Fuck.
And she fucking went and told on herself, We're like, dude, we had your back.
Yeah.
but she fucked it up for us. So that reminded me of that story.
That was a good piss break. Definitely needed it.
Hit the spot.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to Taking Another Piss podcast.
Yeah. Was that like 4?
Yeah. Man.
How'd it happen?
Dude, the beers hit.
Yeah. I mean, I can hold it for about 4 or 5 hours.
I don't know, dude. I can't hold it. I'm looking at you like.
I'm squirming around like this here, but I'm still holding it in.
You just got to get it out.
Yeah.
It's the beers are flowing good.
Just let it go, Elsa.
Let it go. There is another Disney reference. There you go.
It is what it is.
Speaking of let it go.
Yeah.
Frozen. The movie's Frozen.
Yeah.
Disney World has a Frozen ride that's in Epcot.
Oh, yeah?
And it's like a water ride, but it's badass because at one point it turns your fucking boat around and you start going through it backwards.
Oh, shit.
It's fucking badass. Definitely check it out.
Why would you go through backwards?
Just to kind of mix things up.
Oh, okay. Is it not telling the story?
It tells the story, but I don't fucking remember. I just remember it going backwards, and then you start flowing through it backwards, and it's like, let it go, let it go. You know, it was cool.
Have you ever rode Space Mountain backwards? I heard that's a thing. Is that real?
I think so, yeah. I think
At
during
Disneyland?
Halloween, Halloween time, I think that's what they do.
Yeah.
Hyperspace Mountain. It's called something else during Halloween time, and then they had do like a Star Wars version.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Are you a big Disney person?
No.
Oh, why not?
I'm not. I don't know. I just never was.
Yeah.
When I was it took me forever to get to Disneyland when I was a kid. Like, I wasn't.
Did you go on
in
Grand
comparison
Night?
to my kids.
Yeah. Did you go during Grand Night? Is that when you went?
I went during Grand Night, but that wasn't my first time.
Oh, okay.
My first time when I was probably like maybe 8 years old.
Yeah.
8 years old. But like my kids, the lights just went out. But it's all right, because the camera's not rolling anymore. By the way, you guys, the camera's not rolling because
it's not.
I just lost storage. That's real simple. So
too many P-Hub videos saved.
Yeah, P-Hub, man. God damn it, dude. I'll work on that. I'll work on that. It's a rookie mistake, and I should have known better since I've been podcasting for that long. But
you gotta have a dedicated camera to it.
I know, man. I don't know why I don't do that, dude.
Using your phone.
I'm using my phone.
That's why you don't make the major leagues. Come on.
Exactly. I gotta be a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
I'll get there one day.
We're like heavy pissers. That's what we are.
That's all we are.
I don't know, dude. I gotta hit the head every now and then. And
but
see, that's why I brought the tequila so we could just do some palomas.
No, we're gonna take a couple shots before we leave.
Okay. Get a little. See, then I'm gonna get loco. I'm gonna go home and get next to my wife. She's gonna be all warm in bed.
Yeah, she's gonna kick you out.
And she's like, "Get out of here with your peditos, with your 805 peditos."
805 pedals.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's
good times though.
Great times. 805 hits the spot.
Yeah. I gotta thank you for coming on though,
dude,
man.
Thank you for having me, man.
This has been really fun.
No, let's not end this. This is too much fun.
I know, right?
Hopefully your listeners like me. I mean,
no, I think they're gonna like you for sure.
Well, shout out to the people who came on the live. That's cool. I mean,
it was super short notice.
Yeah, super short notice.
I think what I didn't, specify or elaborate on was how long it took us to get this together. We're trying to plan this for a while, right?
Yeah,
at least a month.
It was a couple weeks back and forth where
trying to
figure out a date.
Yeah,
and just today worked out perfect, which is great. It worked out good. And it's Friday night, but you're releasing it Wednesday, right?
Next week, yeah.
Next weekend. Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think of the day, but I can't without looking at the calendar.
So actually,
I gotta look at the calendar.
Yeah, because next Tuesday, I'll be going to Depeche Mode. Go see Depeche Mode. So if there's any this is already late.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they won't get it till afterwards. But yeah, I'm gonna go see Depeche Mode, which
on Wednesday.
On Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday, the 28th.
Yeah, the 28th.
Because the 29th is Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the 28th, I'll be seeing Depeche Mode, and they're a band that I've been looking forward to. We haven't talked music, and that's my specialty.
I know, right?
I love talking music.
See, I'm not a big music guy. I mean, okay, here's the thing. I love music. I love listening to music, but I don't want to know the history of so much about like the way what you were thinking about when you wrote it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll ask those when I'm interviewing an artist because I know people want to know that.
Yeah.
But me personally, I just like the music. I like to listen to it, and that's it. I don't even know the name of the song sometimes.
Okay, so what's your go-to top 3 songs that you have? You'll listen to on your drives. I know you drive. You drive a lot.
I drive a lot.
What's your 3 songs?
I can't give you that answer because when I drive, I'm podcasting. I'm listening to podcasts. But when I'm feeling like listening to music, it all depends on what mood I'm in.
Okay.
So lately, I've been listening to Jackie Mendez.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've heard of Jackie Mendez, but she sung a song with Joey Quinones.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I posted it.
Yes, I think there's also she did another one with Jason Joshua. I think that, like I said, that era's starting to come up right now. Yeah.
So I'm listening to her a lot.
What about La Chona? You like La Chona?
Oh, La Chona's awesome. But, we got to dance to that or karaoke to that one.
Do you think we could do a karaoke episode?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of episodes that we think we could. Yeah. Okay. Karaoke is one of those for sure. And then Pajama Day, and then
Pajama Day.
That's gonna be one of them.
Yeah. I gotta buy pajamas for that day.
I mean, I've never worn. I've never had pajamas.
I never had pajamas either.
Yeah, never did. I was
like the typical white people thing with like the button up
never
shirt.
done that.
And the
that's
pants.
uncomfortable,
right? I sleep in basketball shorts.
I do. Yeah, same thing.
I do basketball shorts, and if it's cold, I do sweats.
Shorts, shirt maybe, but I mostly do no shirt.
No shirt.
Yeah, no shirt, no underwear, just shorts.
Yeah. So
I know dudes that like
let everything breathe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know people that I just do boxers and shit.
So you a boxer or you a brief guy? Or you chonies?
I'm a boxer. Yeah. I'm a boxer brief guy.
Okay, yeah, because I recently swapped over from boxers to the boxer briefs.
Oh, okay, how are you liking it?
Everything's more like
it's intact.
In place. Yes, intact.
Like nothing's like flying around.
Yeah, so growing up in East LA, like you can't get caught wearing chonies. Like in middle school when you're fucking changing. You can't be wearing your tidy whities, dude. You can't be wearing your Spider-Man chonies.
It's a big cultural thing, right?
Yeah, you got to be wearing your fucking boxers.
You see, I was like opposite, right? I played soccer, so...
Yeah, see, my fucking boxers were down to my knees.
Yeah, see, when you're playing soccer, you that thing's just flying around everywhere. Yeah. You're running around, that thing's just like, that's your third leg.
Yeah, that's your third leg, yeah.
Even though it would help out on, certain situations in soccer, but that shit would hurt as fuck, but... That's why you put it all together. You hold it all tight.
Hold it tight.
Yeah. No, I never did boxers.
Never did the boxers. I did boxers. And my wife started giving me shit like, what are you, cholo? And it's just like, yeah, well, this is fucking what I've been wearing for the past, 20 years of my life. Like, it is what it is. So, yeah, dude. I recently made this jump from boxers to boxer briefs. Do women even give a shit?
I think they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my wife, she likes the boxer briefs. I've never worn boxers around her. I've never worn boxers, so but I know she likes boxers.
But then I hear there's those boxer briefs that you can put your junk in there and it like holds it. So it's like
like a little pocket?
Like a little pocket, yeah.
That's cool too.
I've never tried that. I don't know. Maybe we can get a sponsor for that. I'll give our feedback on that one.
We should do that. We should try.
Yeah.
See if we can look for
Choni sponsor.
Yeah, a boxer brief with pockets.
Yeah,
or a holder.
Yeah, or you could even have them put like the little like pocket like on the side hip, so you can put your phone.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of times when you're walking around in your boxers and you just want like where my phone?
You put it in your waistband.
You gotta put your phone right there. Right?
like a
but when you got that lonja going, now it starts to tuck out. And then you start running because sometimes you gotta run in there.
Yeah, but then the fucking the lonja causes the boxers to fold.
Yeah, so terrible.
Oh shit!
I wish this was in video.
Yeah, I'm so glad this is in video.
But yeah, man, then your phone starts falling out.
Yeah.
And, or worse, it slips in.
Yeah, it slips in.
Now you got, now you got nut cancer because your cell phone's too close to your nuts.
Yeah. Well, you already got the P-Hub already downloaded, so you're good to go.
There you go.
Ah, shit. But yeah, dude, fucking boxers to boxer briefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wearing.
Did you ever wear the tantarans, like the little?
When I was younger, that's when my mom first bought it, and then I was like, "Hey, mom, these aren't cool. Like, I can't be caught."
I don't remember that the last time I wore those.
I imagine not that comfortable.
But I don't remember. Do you remember the last time you wore them?
No, I can't.
It's
a long time.
Yeah, I might have been still in elementary school.
Yeah, because middle school you got to change in front of everybody.
Yeah, I think
so you got to then Then if you have like caca stains on there, I mean, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, I don't wear white anymore.
Yeah, you do a pedito and you're fucked. That's it.
Sharding's big, dude.
Sharding is
it's a big thing, especially when you're working like 12 to 14 hours and you don't have that much of a shit break.
Yeah. Yeah, but you guys carry urinals, right?
We're supposed to.
Oh.
We're supposed to. But we don't.
I imagine those urinals get blown up.
Oh, dude,
after the coffee.
That's probably why. That's why we don't carry them around.
You have your coffee in the morning.
That's probably why they don't carry them.
Yeah.
Now it's like, now you see, everybody always talks about how why there's so many of those fools on the freeway, and they're only doing one little jale, right? Like, you know, well, it's because one has to relieve the other when the other has to go take a shit. Yeah, that's what it is. Fuck. You know. So I'm glad that we're in we're grouped up.
Yeah, so but I mean, where you're at, you can find a spot to go, drop a deuce real quick.
Oh, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah. Especially in the mountain area. Yeah. It's easy. You know, in mountain area, you just go and pop a squat.
Go,
if you gotta go.
Yeah. So one time we went camping. This was like a church thing, and one of the homies, his name was Andrew, and fucking Andrew we went hiking. We kept following this creek area, so we started going down this creek, and we're jumping from rock to rock. It's cool, we're fucking off, and homie had to take a shit. He's like, I don't think I'm gonna make it, So he sits on two rocks that are together enough to put his ass cheeks in the middle. So he drops a deuce, but he ends up grabbing leaves that were poison oak, and he wiped himself with poison oak. Ah, dude, he was fucked. No. He was fucked the whole fucking camping trip, and that's when I realized that poison oak is no joke. Especially you get your fucking your cornhole, man.
Oh man, you imagine
that shit's fucking itching. Like, yeah, dude.
Did you ever hear the story about me using Nair? Accidentally using Nair? I think I might have told it on the podcast.
I think you told it, but refresh my memory.
Okay, so I was at a friend's house. I think we were going to go to a comedy show.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where I was working. They live in Orange County, so I must have been working in Orange County. And my wife was driving to us from Covina, West Covina. So she was going to meet us at their house.
Yeah.
Where I was going to go get ready after work, just shower at their house, and then we go to the comedy show.
Yeah. So
I brought my backpack, full of my clothes. And I go use the restroom or, their shower. So I'm over there showering, all cool and everything. And I, I'm using all their products, right? Because I don't know any, I didn't bring any of that stuff with me. So I'm using their shampoo, their soap.
Being very generous on it,
Yeah, and I grabbed a bottle that just looked like a good soap bottle.
Yeah.
I didn't really read the label. I should have read the label, but it was in their shower. So I grabbed it and I threw it in my hands and I always go for the tank first. I don't know why. That's like the first thing that I wash, right?
Yeah.
So I go down there and I'm washing that shit. I'm scrubbing it. And then all of a sudden it starts burning. It's burning. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I start washing that shit off real quick, dude. I'm just washing, rinsing. Grab shampoo, try to, clear it up. And finally I'm starting to feel good, right? Mm-hmm. And I go to look at that bottle. It's Nair.
Oh,
hair removal, dude.
Yeah.
Hair removal. So I put hair removal on my ass. So I got a nice clean asshole.
Yeah, you got a nice clean asshole. Yeah.
But that shit hurt as fuck, dude.
Speaking of that, I know we were talking earlier on new generations.
Yeah.
What do you think of this new generation about eating ass?
It's the first I hear of it.
You haven't heard of that?
No,
that's big.
A new generation of eating ass.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Kids eat ass.
They eat ass. Huh?
Yeah.
What's the purpose of that? I mean,
it's like oral. It's just.
Interesting.
What
do I think? What I think about it? Man, I think they fucking. A lot of brushing your teeth and banaka. I guess I don't know.
Banaka? What's banaka?
What the? Stop it, dude. Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know banaka. I never heard that term.
Come on, man. Banaka? It's like just a breath mint for your spray.
Dude,
you never heard that shit?
Never heard that.
God, dude, I'm really old. I guess I'm really old. Okay, look it up. I need you to
Is it a brand?
Banaka is a brand.
Banaka is a brand.
And all it is like it's like a peppermint spray for your mouth.
Okay.
So all it is
so that's after you eat the ass.
Yeah. It's an air. It's an air freshener for your
It's
mouth.
an air freshener for your mouth. Fucking A, yeah.
Banaka.
Never
Okay,
heard
so
it.
you never seen the movie Ace Ventura: Pet Detective?
I have.
Remember when he does that joke, and he spreads his butt cheeks, and he's talking with his butt cheeks,
Yes.
and he says, "Excuse me, sir, but do you have any banaka?"
Yeah, no, I just fucking don't.
That's
remember.
what it is.
I just remember when he gets fucking stabbed by the arrows on his legs, and he's like, ah, or when he comes out of the rhino's ass.
Yeah. Oh, that's part 2.
Oh, that's part 2.
That's part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
See, I feel like they don't make raunchy videos like that anymore.
Nah, they don't. You
Like
can't
no,
get away with that
no
anymore.
American Pies, no like Sex Drive, like.
I think if you want to go back to the last one that they made, I mean, I could be wrong, but one of the last ones that they made that was racy like that was Thunder. A movie about Thunder. What's it called? Thunder.
The Thunder from Down Under.
No,
And I
not
knew
that
you're a
one, not
freak
that
like
one.
that.
Not that one. Not that one. Something Thunder, but it was with Ben Stiller with
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah,
There you
Tropic.
go. That one right there. You can't
Yes.
get away with that shit
No,
anymore. Jack
no.
Black.
Yeah.
What's the other guy's name? Iron Man guy?
Johnny David's.
No, not Johnny
Hey,
Depp.
fuck.
You're thinking Johnny Depp. You're about to say Johnny Depp.
What the fuck's his name?
Come on,
Johnny.
man. He had like a drug abuser.
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. Johnny.
Not Matt
Duhati.
Damon.
No.
Oh, come on.
I see his fucking,
Iron Man.
Yeah, he's Iron Man. He's Iron Man.
What's his name? See, this is
Robert
what
Downey Jr.
Yes.
Yes.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Was Don Cheadle in that movie? No, it wasn't Don Cheadle.
No, because it was Robert Downey Jr. playing
He was playing the black guy.
the black guy. Yeah.
Yeah. He was Australian playing the black guy.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I'm a black dude playing a white dude as a black dude. Some shit like that. White dude plays.
you can't get away with that
Yeah.
anymore. You
Yeah,
can't. I
dude.
think that one might have been one of the last
Yeah.
ones. You know?
Or what about Austin Powers? That was
Oh,
pretty
that was
good.
funny. But that was way
Is
before that.
Is that? Oh, that's way before that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was way before that.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, but that was funny.
Or Gold Member.
Yeah, that was way before that.
Oh,
All of the Austin movies were
Yeah.
before that. Yeah. It's good movies, though. Good
Oh my
movies.
God, that's the
Well, if think Ben Stiller movies, you can't. None of that shit you can't do. You know, like
Yeah.
the Fat Camp.
yeah.
You can't do a Fat Camp anymore.
What's the one where he's like, this is some homemade quality shit.
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, Ben Stiller, and he's like a mustache with like long hair, and he's like, this is some homemade quality shit.
I don't know.
Ah, dude, fuck, that's a fucking funny ass movie. Drawing a blank on it.
Because there's a dodgeball
and
one.
He's in charge of like older people.
Oh shit! I don't know.
Yeah.
You got me on that one. I don't know. He's the main character in that movie?
I don't remember if he's the main character.
He might not be the main character in
no.
the movie.
Maybe it's with Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler fucking movies are funny, dude.
Oh yeah. Same thing. You can't get away with those kind of movies.
Best
anymore.
Adam Sandler movie. Shoot from the hip. Shoot from the hip.
It's got to be Tommy Boy or Happy Gilmore. One of those two.
I like The Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer's funny too. Well, because of the music,
Yes.
the '80s music.
Yeah, see.
That's why. But yeah,
That's my shit right there.
yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking
You like '80s music, but you're a '90s. No, you're a 2000 kid.
Yeah. Weird, right?
Yeah,
I was born in the wrong generation.
you were.
Wrong. Maybe I'm a reincarnated.
It could be.
Yeah.
You know how they got past lives, right?
Yeah.
I did an episode with that empath lady,
She had a past life?
Araceli, Shelly.
Yeah.
Did you hear? Did you
No,
watch
I
it?
didn't watch that one.
She is an empath. She She has spirits, right? That she
Mhm.
communicates with, and she'll tell you if you live past lives.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And she'll read you. She'll tell you if you had past lives. Like I'm an old soul.
So does she read like cards
no,
and
no,
shit?
no. Well, yeah, she'll do cards,
Uh-huh.
but that's not what she has that natural talent where she can just tap into the
Yeah.
angel spirits that are around her, kind of thing, with meditation and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah. She told me I have an old soul, right? The same thing with my son. She's like, yeah, he has an old soul. Like he lived a lot of lives, like a lot of lives.
Yeah.
But she'll tell you your spirit animal. Oh, she's really.
So what was your
interesting.
spirit animal?
Oh, she didn't tell me mine. She told my son here. I think it was like a bald eagle
Yeah.
and a Mustang.
That's
Were
cool.
his spirit
Yeah.
animals. Not mine. She didn't give me a reading like that. I should have got a reading,
You should have.
but I didn't.
We'll have her on during Pajama Day on our 24-hour podcast.
That's the one, dude. So I had an episode with her and her daughter, and we were getting all crazy with the whole conspiracy
and the
theories,
lights turned out, right?
The lights, everything just shut off, dude.
Yeah.
Kind of like what happened now.
Yeah.
It got shut down, and they're only listening to audio.
Yeah.
Same thing. Only we weren't talking about taboo stuff.
I know.
Or were we? Damn, dude, damn. Who knows?
Oh,
man?
shit.
But that episode,
yeah.
I may release it later on.
Yeah.
You know,
so you haven't released it.
I haven't released it because I only have one half of it.
And just release, like,
just
you should put a disclaimer. Like,
I'm thinking of the disclaimer, but I just want to really theatrical, make it theatrical.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm waiting to do that.
Put some music prior to it.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like make it juicy.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Make it fun.
Whatever happened to chicks wearing those fucking juicy fucking sweats?
I don't know. I bought my wife some, and she was like, "I'm not a whore." Why are you buying me this stuff for?
Or Baby Fat. You remember Baby Fat?
I remember Baby
Fat Farm.
I remember that.
You remember Fat Farm?
Farm.
Fucking Fat Farm shoes.
I remember that.
Ah, dude, fucking Fat Farms look like the knockoff of the Shell Toes.
Fat Farm was like, it was kind of like that, like same thing as like that FUBU brand.
FUBU, yes.
Remember FUBU?
Fucking FUBU. What about Rockaware?
Same shit. Same fucking. I feel like it was all the same goddamn apparel, but they
Echo?
just changed the name. Same thing.
Yeah. The fucking
Echo
Rhino.
Unlimited.
I remember my fucking sister bought me an Echo shirt for fucking Christmas. And
With the goddamn rhino on it.
With the fucking rhino.
Yeah.
It looks like it's about to get sniped, like it's in the crosshairs.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm never going to fucking wear this shirt.
So weird.
Fucking Echo.
But you see how
Sounds like Meckel.
It does sound like Meckel. But you see how like the trends, everything changes, everything's different. Like there's people that were into all that shit.
Yeah.
And now they're not. Now the girls are wearing baggy clothes and the guys are wearing tight pants.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Oh my gosh.
You remember the jeans Lucky brand?
Yes.
Those are
big.
Those are big.
Those are big. Those are super big.
Expensive jeans.
Those are super expensive jeans.
Yeah.
What about Ed Hardy? You remember Ed Hardy?
Yeah, I remember Ed Hardy.
Fucking Ed Hardy. That shirt's ugly.
Yeah, the nasty shit.
Yeah,
with a super tiger on it.
Fucking tiger. Fucking.
Just as bad as Affliction.
Oh my gosh.
Affliction was just a bite off of Tap Out.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like wannabe tap out.
They would just
I remember that.
tribal shit around it.
Yeah. That was a big thing too. Tribal tattoos.
Yeah.
You have any tattoos?
No. Not one, dude.
Really?
Not one tattoo. Do you have any?
No.
Yeah, I don't have one.
I feel like tattoos. I like tattoos. And I think if I were to ever get tattoos, it'd be like traditional style tattoos.
Yeah. What's a traditional style tattoo for you?
I think it's just like that style of like that specific type of like with like real colorful, kind of real basic tattoo. It's not like super detailed. That's what I think I'd go with. But I feel like I don't want to say my style changes, but if you're gonna get a tattoo, you're gonna be forever branded.
That's permanent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's permanent. So,
but see, if people did like, I know a lot of people that have tattoos, a lot of tattoos.
I think tattoos are badass,
and I think it's really badass.
Yeah.
So I think it's an art, and if you want to express art on your body, then that's a commitment.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to commit to that, then all for you, right? But what makes it badass is when your body can tell a story. If your body can tell a story with your art, now that's badass.
Oh, yeah,
if you're just putting a Mickey Mouse on a Mickey Mouse or a Winnie the Pooh on this side and just a fucking that's just stupid.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Oh, 100%.
But if you're willing to give your body up as a canvas for somebody's art, but you're telling a story, then that's badass.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So again, oh shit, fucking back to that empath, Shelly Reyes, the girl the lady that I had on. She's an empath. She does BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, right? She works out a lot.
I was like, BJJ? I don't know what that is. That sounds fun.
Yeah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I thought you heard first BJ and you probably just got all perked up and shit.
Then I started to pull up my bike with no seat and I got excited. Okay.
Hold up, it's BJJ.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's a fitness, a health guru, all this shit like that. But she's also a aficionado of tattoos, and she does Body Art Expo. So her body's all tatted up.
Yeah.
And she's got this crazy phoenix tattoo from like her shoulder to back to the bottom of her ankle.
You saw it?
It's all I've seen. It's just badass.
Badass.
Yeah. So that's art.
Yeah.
That's telling the story, and that's her story.
Yeah.
And she told it on my podcast. You guys made it. You better check it out.
They're not recording.
They're not recording, but
we're not doing video.
You better check it out.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
You guys listening, check out the show.
Check it out.
Yeah. But that's what I'm talking
Shally Reyes.
Shally Reyes.
Okay. Oh, hopefully I remember that.
I'll send you the link.
Send me the link because these 805s be kicking in, and at this point, I think
with that said,
no.
Yes,
let's
sir.
not do this.
Yes, sir.
No.
We're going on. This is gonna be 3 hours, dude. Almost 3 hours. So, you guys, this has been fun. This is Daniel Bolton.
Yeah, this is me,
aka Punk Bug.
Punk Bug. Yeah.
Punk Bug 66 on Instagram. One of many episodes with Daniel.
Ooh, yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
let's do it.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Okay. But we'll confirm a date and then we'll switch it up again.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with that said, thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's been fun. I apologize for the last part of the video that is missed and gone. You can't see it, but you could hear it. And is there any last words that you want to say?
Shout out to all the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Look out for their... I mean, it's too late to get tickets now, but if Fidel's wife doesn't want to go, he's doing a giveaway. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And that's going to be an awesome event. There's supposed to be a lot of sponsored events, or a lot of sponsored things. So definitely check those out. And it's going to be a fun time. And you can meet us, and we'll have a good time and bullshit. And I'm the most interesting man in the world that drinks 805. So it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. So yeah, really looking forward to maybe another podcast if you guys want me on. And it's gonna be fun. Definitely check me out on Instagram at punkbug66, and check out our Songs to Save Your Life podcast. Ramos and I have Ramos had thought about maybe bringing it back, so maybe we'll bring it back. We'll see, but we'll see. It's all in the works. So the more fans we have to support us, the more better. And the music that we listen to, or the whole theme of the podcast was trying to get B-sides of songs. So songs that are not really played on the radio, and hear stuff that's to expand your mind.
Not the commercial
not
ones,
the commercial stuff,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that was definitely what we're going for.
Yeah.
To hear stuff that is also really good on the album that's not just being played on the radio. So definitely check that out. And we have quite a few episodes, so check them out. And thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Boom. There you go. There it is, you guys. Make sure you guys tune in to the next episode. Who knows when it's going to be? But
who knows? This is just a hobby. It's fun.
Yeah, that's right. So, with that said, adios. We'll see you guys later.
Guys.
Until the next time.
Later.
When are you going to start talking again?
Thank you.
We're not recording on.
That was for me and you.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was fucking fun.